YouTuber in the world has to be HissingThoughts.
We are live. Let me know if you can hear that background noise. It's a hot day here in Auckland, New Zealand. And I've got my window open. This side of the house is next to the main road. All right, I've got a little bit planned for today. Let me just adjust my dock so that I can see my chat. There we go. Pixel first and last. Yeah, it could well be that. So what you get sometimes when you play a new game. Not everyone's cup of tea. It is mine though. Unexpectedly so. Welcome to Summoner's War. This is a... What is this? This is a game of randomness. You pit your Pokemon monsters against other people's monsters, whether it's... do we call it AI? Or other players. Mostly it's against the machine. It's monster versus machine. It's a random numbers generator game, which means you can't especially blame bad luck on the devs. For this stream, I'm going to talk about who this game's for, who would get especially something out of it. I'm going to talk about what I've learned so far. This is my third stream. I'm 2 months in. And especially the mistakes that I made, because that may well help new players. And then we're going to jump into a thing called Trial of Ascension, which is, I guess, in some ways a test of progress that you've made in building your monsters and your strategies. All right, so who's this game for? I think if you're someone that likes solving problems, you're going to love this game. Essentially, it's about your ability to develop processes, because nothing in the game happens in isolation. You want to do something, advance something, you have to go off and do something else. There's a balance to it. For example, we can go and battle, and battling costs energy. 9 bits of this lightning bolt energy for every single battle, whether you win or lose. And you have a limit. Here I've got, well, it's meant to be 280, but for some reason I'm in max there. And you can burn through that pretty quick if you automate, if you do what's known as farming. Some will call this a farming game. You basically set your battles up. If you know you're going to win them, you can go for a repeat of the battles up to 30. Walk away. That could take 30 minutes to an hour. And you will win rewards, which you can then sort out and sell afterwards. And so to build these monsters, here's my collection. These are the ones that are fully maxed out. They have, let's look at this guy, Venomos. He's maxed out. He's 6 stars. 6 stars is, some monsters start with, well, one's the minimum, some with 2. I think this one started out as a 2-star that I've worked on up to a 6, which has taken some time. This is the skills that they come with. Some have leader skills. You awaken them. They start out as one type of monster, and just like any normal Pokemon, they reach their final form, and they have stronger attributes. Stronger these things, skills and stuff. Now there's things called runes, which are magical stones that you can apply to make certain aspects like speed more prevalent. You can also add artifacts, which are these things here, which give boosts of damage. So when we're talking about complexity, that's just one monster, and there's a lot that goes into it. And then it might be what their attribute is. So they use elements in this game: fire versus water versus wind, and then light and darkness. And for example, fire wouldn't be very strong against water, just like real life. Why didn't Streaks is in the chat? Streaks, the game also has a thing called mentors. So once you've hit 50 level, you can help new players. In the most basic sense, I have some mentees, some minties. I send them energy, they send me energy. So the more you have, you can get a little boost on your energy. That's about the and also in some battles, these new players can use my one of my monsters, whatever monster I want them to use. And so here, this is one of Streaks' big boys, girls. And you can see it says 8 down the bottom. I've already used her twice. I can use each monster 10 times. And the more friends you have, you can use their monsters as well. But you can use your mentor's one. So Streaks was my mentor until I reached level 50, and then you no longer have a mentor. So I guess what you'd call him now is my spirit guide. He's very important to the 2 months I've had. First, the YouTube history and now notification. Amazing. $1 billion company. I know, right? If only the Summoners War devs were working for YouTube. Actually, on that note, I am part of a guild. A guild is like a clan on Call of Duty Mobile. This guild is run by a YouTuber called I Am Speed. He's got multiple accounts. This is his... He's using light and dark elements only for this one. A lot of these people that have been playing for a while have multiple accounts to keep it spicy. We'll go into the guild chat and we'll just let people know I'm streaming. Wow. Crazy. Anywho, all your mentees are bots. Oh, look at the pattern names follow. People use AI to reset the account until they summon an LD5. People use AI to reset the account. Can you reset your account back to 0? Can you? Why would you do that? Why? Why would you do that? Okay, so Streaks is informing me that my mentees are actually bots. So I guess like real players, some of these bots go inactive for 20 days because I kicked a bunch of people. That's right. All I care about is the free energy and not actually doing anything more. As the game goes on, you build things that can help you mine, like Minecraft your energy. So this thing here gives me one lightning bolt of energy every so many minutes. Here you can see it. It's like there, and this tree's giving me what's called mana, which is the money. See, I've got more than almost 4 million bucks in the bank, and then there's rubies and stuff. It's all very complex. The easiest way is to just download it on a mobile device. I have it on my phone. I have it on my tablet, and I have it on my PC through Steam. And then you are guided through the introduction phase by this thing called Summoner's Way, which is right here. And as a novice, my advice is just follow this. I did do a stream or two documenting how I went through this. The first stream I screwed up, so I'm going to be re-uploading, but an edited version, so it's not the full 2 hours. Maybe I'll get it down to like an hour or so. So if that's there, click here. But it basically introduces you to the game and gives you the basics and gives you some powerful monsters that will help you on your way. And so my advice is just do that. Do nothing else until you've finished the novice part of the progression. Don't worry about the intermediate. You'll be tempted to jump into that. Just do the novice first. Okay, so that's who it's for. People that like solving problems, I think. People who like learning. People who like learning to develop processes. All this stuff is mental processing that can help you in your real life. Dan, you're still streaming, aren't you, buddy? Or are you just popping in to say hi? Hello, Emoof. You're allowed to reset every 30 minutes from settings. They summon the LD scroll from Famon and reset. It's the LD5. It's just gibberish to my brain. Uni in the chat. Did you see my my attempt to communicate in the guild? Emoof is a secret is a what I think we call this, a basement grinder. He gets all the good secret dungeons. So when you're playing, sometimes you unlock a secret dungeon where you can go in and just grind for a particular monster, which can be really useful sometimes. I did that for one of my key monsters. It feels weird calling them monsters because, you know, this is 2024, and but this lady here who's in the thumbnail, Lauren, she's a cowgirl, and it took ages to get her. And then you see this, it says 6 out of 6. So each monster, when then you start with just the base level, you feed them to level this up. And the easiest way is for some of the lower level monsters, you just get other monsters of the same type. They don't have to be the same attribute, and you just feed them. You feed your monsters. And how do you do that? You come here to power up. And you can just use the power up function if they're fully maxed out. For example, I'm not going to, no, I can't do that. Let's do, where's Triss? Yeah, I've got Triss. So, see, it's the same lady. And, if I fed this to Triss, it would randomly level up one of those skills. I can also, if she wasn't 6-star, evolve here. If you're new, you don't need to worry about that just yet. Well, glad I got that window open. It is hot. And I took my swimming pool down yesterday. It is autumn here, but still got stings of summer. So the advice I got from Streaks as mentor was just focus on this dungeon here. It's got multiple monsters. Focus on the Giant's Keep. So you clear it from B1 through to basically B10, and then you unlock what's known as the Abyss. And I've got the normal unlocked. And at the higher ends, you can get, we talked about those runes, the magical stones that improve some of your characteristics. And basically just grind this for a month solid or two until you've got enough runes to power up the monsters that you start to develop. By focusing on this one as well, you focus on, well, in this case, these are the key characters I had. 2 of them I unlocked through a thing called Fusion, which I'll just show you in a second. But by having these now, it means I can start to look at other basements and other areas of the game, because these are key players. I think before I had this one here, what's his name? Sigmaru. I had Lauren, that cowgirl, in here, I think. Now, because the game's got a lot, it is complex, and there's so much you can do here. You can come over here and go into the arena, and you can battle against these bots for some rewards. You can also go in and fight against real players and lose. You can do what we're going to do next, which is the trial of ascension. There is a lot going on here. So it may well get boring for you just focusing on that one giants thing, but that's your focus, and you can dabble in some of the other things, knowing that you'll get your bum smacked until you're strong enough, which around about the 1 month mark, maybe. If you are completely new, if you have no prior knowledge of the game, maybe you can start to make some basic progress. But whatever runes you have, they're still going to be for some time pretty weak compared to people that have been playing this for some time. There are a lot of people that create new accounts, or as Streaks was saying, reset, and they can essentially speed run from day one. Something else you need to know about is when you in your first month, you've got a blessing in place, and what that gives you is an XP boost. It gives you extra energy and mana. It gives you a shared stack of mana to start with. And you can muck around with your runes as well. It actually costs money once you've got runes in place. Let's look at this dude. If I want to remove any one of these, it's actually quite costly after that first month when the blessing comes off, and that's where I got stung a little bit, because to each of these stones you can actually level up. This is the complexity, layers upon layers upon layers, you know, from this rune here, and you can power it up, and to start with it's just 4,500, then it increasingly goes up to 1,000,000 runes, and if you've got to do that times 6, that's $6 million right there of game currency. And then if you make a mistake and need to remove it, then you got a removal cost. The removal cost was something that you are not impacted by in your first month of play. And so what the game conditions you in that first month is just to spend up large, just because the way that they portray the millions here with the comma and the K, and you think, oh yeah, some of you won't be able to do the maths. This is largely a maths game as well. So if you are someone that struggles with that and want to practice, their mental expand their mental horizons, then this is a good way to do it as well. But you don't quite see the big number, and then that month comes off, and boom, what happened to me was I burnt through all that money and all that. I burnt through everything. So actually get into good spending habits. Just focus. If you have someone you can talk to that's experienced, listen to them. Otherwise, there are videos. Like I say, the guild I belong to is right here. I Am Speed is a YouTube channel, and there are a bunch of other good videos out there. Water Twins are OP. Yeah, I've seen. That is one thing, guys, when you watch YouTube videos, a lot of the YouTubers are well-experienced gamers, and someone is war gamers, and I suspect they've truly forgotten what it is like to be a completely new player. Even if they're resetting their, doing a new account, which is great content for them. It's like, hey, this is what it looks like from scratch. But they have all their years of experience and knowledge. They don't know how complicated this is for someone completely new who's never played anything like this before. This is not like Call of Duty Mobile, guys. And they'll also have monsters that you don't have. And so that's a little bit hard because you can't replicate their team. I do have some advice there. Do I want to talk about that yet? I want to get into this trial. We talked about fusion. Now, Emu from the chat, he's in Japan, and it looks like they've banned this function. He had to go to Korea in order to get some of these powerful monsters. But you see here, Veramos, an Ifrit, Dark Ifrit, Ifrita. So you fuse him, put this tree up, and you can see, you need one of this vampire dude, one of the succubus, one of this, whatever her name is, Undies, and this Dark Yeti. And you go, well, actually, how do I get this vampire? So for these top level, most of you are going to have a double layer of fusion. This is that vampire. Now you need these monsters, which are more common to get. You get monsters by, you get scrolls, and you come to the summoning stone. And wait, do I have some to summon? Oh, I do, okay. Place your bets. Wait, what happened? I don't know what happened there. Alright. I never get good stuff through here. We got Danielson. An Amazon. Actually, I do have one that I'm working on that's pretty good. The flippily snake. Okay, that's how you summon things. There's also the more common scrolls, which I've got thousands of now, I think. Oh, what the hell, let's do these mystical scrolls. You get these scrolls and you can summon. If you let them build up to 10, you can batch process them. But we got Jaws. Kitty cat. Imagine something good. Okay, these unknown scrolls are the most common. You can see I've almost got 8,000 of them. I can summon them in a batch of 8. It does cost money, obviously, so you got to watch that. But today I have, it's a rare occurrence, I've actually saved up my money for the stream. Didn't save my energy though. Okay, there's 100 of them, and they automatically move to what's known as a shrine so that they don't break my computer by having millions of things on my screen. Let's do 3 of these. Hong Kong. Do your HOH. What's an HOH? Streaks and actually Uni are in the chat, experienced players. So the likes of Emuf, who I know does play this game as well and is in the same clan. Feel free to ask any lingering questions that you have. Now's the time. Alright, so you can see we get a bunch of these lower level monsters. Some of them are good, some of them are just what's known as fodder. We feed them to our monsters. This is a pretty brutal game, really. I can see why they banned it in Japan. They banned the fusion. But yes, the fusion actually takes a bit of time. It's not fusion, it's complicated, but this is a complex game, like I say. Nothing here is simple. Even reading instructions for the daily events is not simple because mistakes that I made. Let me show you my situation. All right, so here's the instructions. And as a new player, none of that means shit, to be honest. So what did I do? I came in here and on day 1, I clicked something and I got this guy. And apparently what you were meant to do is not click him and wait 3,000 days and you would have unlocked something truly great. It's basically a gambling game, this one. I just got that on the first 7 days, and I've been watching videos wondering why people are getting cool stuff and mine are all locked, and it's because I chose, not a bad character, but I chose unwisely. So I have to wait for the next reset. What did you do, Emuf? Did you follow the instructions, or did you do what I did? You did the same. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, so there you go, streaks. It's again, I say for experienced players, it seems like it's obvious. It's not obvious. So devs, if you are watching, I don't actually know where you're based, whether you're like Call of Duty and based in China, and sometimes the instructions are not even they're not clear that there's a language barrier in place. But you've got so many events on, like it is a burden to come in here each day. We're being tagged with stuff. I'm just coming in and grabbing whatever rewards I can. I don't want to sit there reading stuff, especially, let's show you another example. This one here, I know there's a, well, there isn't one, but let's imagine there is a reward. One will come up in a few minutes anyway. But you've worked through collecting all of this stuff. Some of it's logically in order, but this is all dead to me now. Why do I have to keep scrolling like it's 1999 to find what I can collect today? 2024, which will be this here. No, not that one there. It'll be this here. This area here, because it's infinite. These are the only active rewards right down the bottom of the scroll. This is bad UI, but it's consistent with everything I do. So there's a familiarity. I'm just going to move my mouse to my left hand. I do have a occupational injury at the moment, which is why I am on the standing desk today. Well, I'm in the same place, I'm just standing. Okay, so Emorph and Hissing are not idiots, we just knew. Okay, something actually that would really, I think I'll talk about now is if you want to level up a monster, okay, those ones didn't move across. Let's say you're trying to develop one of those lower monsters to fuse to a higher one. Something I didn't know. Let's do it with. Yeah, I've actually got some sitting here to fuse to make another of this character here. She got me to. She unlocked Giant's Abyss, but you can't use this type of monster in beyond that level 10. I didn't know that either. But I'm going to be using her in some other things, so I'm going to get another one of her. They do damage over time. Dots is the phrase you'll hear. Okay, let's... What am I doing? Why am I in storage? Okay, actually, no, we can go back to that monster and talk about what I used to do. So... Okay, you feed... How many stars is she? She's 4-star. So... To get her to a 5-star, I have to evolve her. So you come back here. And at the start of the game, for some reason, I thought... No, not fusion. And evolve. Let me just also a word of caution here. There's a powering up. I've got 5 stars, let's say. And so for every star, there's a band of extra hit points, HP, that you get. So for maximum 6 stars, it's 40 HP. For 5 stars, it's 35, and it's down on 5 below that. So power up can help if you're lazy and can't be bothered putting these monsters to play and getting XP that way. You can come in here and you can feed some of those lower monsters we talked about to them. Let's do this one. I'm not going to power her up, but the other way is she's only got 4 stars. I can make her 6 stars and use evolve. Now, when you're in this bit here thinking you're evolving, I need to caution you to just don't be distracted trying to automate this game while you're playing Call of Duty Mobile. You get distracted, and instead of evolving, you waste some valuable monsters by clicking the wrong thing. The other example might be I want to skill her up and feed other of these water cannon girls to her. You do use the power up function for that, but you need to. There's a difference between what these two things do. I'm going to take her to 5 stars, so I'm going to evolve her. Now, when I first started the game, I thought I had to go into this. Let me show you what I thought. I thought I had to come into the shrine. I'd extract out the 1-star monsters, and I'd take a bunch of these, and I would feed them to each other and make 2-star monsters, and then I'd take those 2s and make 3s, and I'd take 3s and make 4s. I would do that, and it would take a very long time, thinking that to evolve like this Frankenstein here, he's a 4-star, I'm going to need 4 other 4-star monsters. and so that they had to be done that way. You don't have to do that. Also, I think I was even awakening those food monsters. Awakening is that final form thing where let's find one that isn't awakened. Actually, let's show you something I do want to awaken right now. Here is Shang Fei, which translates as fat bear. The Kung Fu Panda, he's my latest fusion monster. And yeah, you come in here to awaken. You need a bunch of grindable magical attributes. I thought I had to do this for the fodder as well. For some fodder you do for fusion, but not for just general starring up. Alright, celebrate. Hey Dusk. Yes, the next level workbench game. You got it, brother. This is where I've been spending my time. Shang Fei, look at that beautiful fat bear. Just give me a second, guys. I'm going to turn on my fan. It is hot to trots. Ouch, ouch. God damn it. Things are falling on me. And my shoulder hurts. Ow, 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 ow. God damn, getting old sucks. Am I right? Okay. Oh my god. What an effort that was. Hello, green screen. What's going on back there? Oh, I see. I need to shut curtain. Headphones. Thank you, Dusk. Okay. There we go. I just evolved something truly great, and I already have runes on him. They're not all maxed up. His skills aren't all because I need other fat bears to feed to him, but he is ready to rumble. Part of that processing side of things is how you arrange your storage affairs. I've changed so many times how I do this, but essentially these ones all here are the fully maxed out, fully ruined, ready to rumble type. These still need some level of development. And they are things I'm either using to feed to other things or I'm slowly building up because they will be useful later. Okay, because I've got to where I am, yeah, let's quickly do this so we can get on to Tower of Ascension. Have you done Tower yet, Emoth? I've done half of it through the Summoner's Way, but I didn't realize it reset. So I thought I was starting from 50 today. I'm starting from 0. It's all good. Okay, let's take Abigail. Because these only need to be 4-star if I'm feeding them to something. 1, 2, 3. Wait, 1, 2, 3. She's 6. Let's take Water Cannon Girl. Okay, here we go. Now, pause. I don't want to power up. I want to evolve her to a 4 or 5 or 6 star. You can click auto select if there are options. It grabs them. So these things are called Rainbow Mon, and they help evolve. And look at that. I'm going to get to 5 stars just off of them. I don't have to feed any low level monsters. So let's show you that. Now note, it's going to cost me 20,000 mana. So if you have been like me running low on mana for the last month, today is an exception. I've somehow got to almost 4 million, which I'll blow through today probably, just through prudent financial decisions, which I can talk about as well. Okay, so let's evolve. She's going to go to 5 star. Let me know if you can hear the fan, guys. It's just blowing on my ankles. Now imagine if I'd pushed power up, I would have wasted all those good feedage. Gypsy Rose Blanchard. Oh, let me note. Let me make a note. Up to 60. Okay. Okay, so she's 5 star. Now, here's a little thing. If you get a monster to 6 star, you get some rewards. Let me show you that now. So let's press auto select again. Oh, look at that. It's going to go down to the level of 3 stars and want to use all of that stuff up. You can see it barely moves the bar. But we're going to spam my left mouse button, and I'm going to show you what I'm going to do next. I'm going to go to where all my fodder is stored, which is in the sealed shrine. If I was wanting to skill her up, I don't want to use her because she's a different attribute. She's a fire version, and I actually want to develop her, but I need more of her to boost her skills later. But so we filter this by lowest grade, and yeah, this is where the 1 and 2 stars come in handy. You just click here and you just spam. Oops. Okay, I'm using my left hand, so this might be a bit awkward. And I just keep taking. I can do this faster, but I'm not going to. Yes, I am. I'm going to do this faster. Hang on. Change to my right. So you can see that evolve bar, we've got to get to 100%, and so this is the game. This is definitely like workbench 6,000. You know, this you've probably hit the nail on the head. This game is basically one giant workbench, and I have spent so much time on it. Now I got to say, it's not all active time. There's a lot of outsourcing that I do to. Sorry, that sounds wrong. I mean automation. Some people do have friends play their account. I'm not doing that because I'm learning by screwing up, basically. I'm learning really, really powerfully, which is why I think I'm still playing this. Initially, when I did the first stream, I thought, oh yeah, let's just see how it goes. Let's see the response. And that might be all I do, you know, just that's what I do. Sometimes I explore new games, but this one I'm quite invested in for some bizarre reason. I think because of the reasons I've outlined already as to who this is for. I don't know whether that resonates with everyone, but it certainly does with me. This is a problem-solving game, and it can be quite relaxing. It's quite meditative. You do need to watch. You don't spend too much time on it. Like I say, a lot of it's automation, so you walk away and then you come back later, if you remember. The PC version hasn't done it just lately, but I have had a lot of crashes. Just random every now and then. It's not all the time, but sometimes it shuts down, which it doesn't do on phone or tablet. But for the automation side of things. But yeah, I'm just using up all of these lower level because they're so easy to get. And in the 1 star, it's pretty safe to get rid of all of them. Now, with some of the 2 stars, we'll talk about in a second. Yeah, this is hurting my workbench weekends. Yeah, we're going to do this once a month. I think it's a good way to track the progression, because I think it would be boring to you guys that aren't into some of this war to see me just doing this every week. But over a month, that's long enough to have a base level of progression. And like I say, it's documenting me as a noob, because at some time I may well be that experienced player and I will have forgotten what it's like. And I know that happens because when my son started playing Call of Duty Mobile, I paid real attention to the questions he was asking me. And they were questions I wouldn't have even thought to do videos on, you know, because you forget what it's like to be new. Okay, so we're into the 2s, and some of these characters, like this one here, so I can take some of them, but I don't want to reduce them down to 0, because I may need them to building a monster or for leveling up. So for some of these, I don't, unless I know there's something I can get pretty easy by going into a dungeon, I don't take these down, and I'm close to 100. But yeah, just imagine HissingThoughts sitting here doing this for a bunch of monsters and spamming the guild messages, because it announces when you do something great, and 6 starring is something notable. So I remember one night I had about 6 of those in a row, just spamming the chat. It's not me spamming the chat. So yeah, we're at 100 now, and watch this. We go okay, make sure it's on evolve. Look, it's costing almost 600k to do this, so this is where your money goes, especially if you're doing a bunch of them. Hissing, click on the monster and hold, then move the slide bar to select all. Click on, okay, let's check that in a sec. Okay, so here's rewards. It's a repetitive 6-star evolve, and you get 200 energy. So this is a way, if you are struggling with energy, this is how you do it. You get this energy back, you get a super angel mon, get an XP boost, which I need to put into place because mine have run off. Okay, let's check what Emojis was saying. This one here. Okay, click on the monster. I'll click on, I think he means this. I'm going to need more monsters. Click on, yeah, this one here. So, click on the monster and hold. Ah, okay. Thank you. Look at that. Look at this. Teamwork. Emojis has just made my click, he's eliminated my click process. He's improved it. Look at this. Boom. And And there we go. It adds all of them. So look at that, guys. Teamwork makes the dream work. Here's 14. Sheesh. Okay, god damn. That is so much faster. Now, it's actually so much faster if there's like a whole stack of 100 of these things. Do I want to level this up? Might as well. It's possible Streaks told me about this, but there's just an information overload when you're new. Oops, and yeah, you can just look at this. This is great. And it's telling me, warning me that I've done everything, so we're going to take this one to 5-star. 72,000. It's on Evolve. Boom. Domo arigato. But yeah, you can see that your money disappears. Look at that, we're almost down to 3 million. Okay, but that was one of the key things. You cannot... No, you can imagine actually how much time I wasted doing it the hard way. So taking a 1-star, feeding other 1-stars to another 1-star to it to make it 2-star, and taking a 2-star and feeding 2 other 2-stars to make that a 3-star, and so on up until the level that I need to level up. That's what I thought I had to do. And like I say, I think I initially was evolving those monsters too. Complete waste of time. Yeah, we just dealt with that, Streaks. We just dealt with that. You've told me a lot of stuff, and I can only take in so much at a time. What was useful, that first stream, because I've been editing that footage so I can upload it as a true beginner's guide. A true beginner's guide. Like, as in... I was watching some of the things where I just couldn't... I kept clicking the wrong thing consistently. But doing the editing, it's like, look at that. I understood things a lot clearer. So it's not your teaching, Streaks. It's just it was just too much to take in for me. But I won't forget that now. Oh, Dusk has booked his first 2 clients tomorrow. Okay, so tomorrow is a massive day for Dusk. He started his own tattoo business with support from his mentor, and he's got his first client tomorrow. Yay! I look forward to hearing how that goes, bud. Tomorrow is Monday. Okay. Yeah, so I made a lot of mistakes. What else did I make? Streaks, what other mistakes did I make other than... I think the event's gone now, but there was another one where I could have chosen a bunch of monsters that would have been a team, and I didn't know anything about teams. No, it's gone. That was another failing. I chose random monsters all over the place, and I got random results. I think Streaks is, when he reviewed my first month, he said it was like a hot mess. Everything was a mess. And today, this is where it's looking like. These here are my fully evolved monsters. Now, the runes on them might not be great. It's just the best I can do at the moment, or the best I can do with the knowledge I had. Something I just learnt really recently about runing. You can ask your friends, how should I add the runes to this to get boost on attack and defense, all that. You can go to a bunch of websites which if this part winds up in some future content, which would be nice. There'll be a link in the description with some of the ones I use. They have good advice, but you can also, let's find someone that isn't ruined up that I do want to use. Well, in the near future. Maybe this one. Maybe this one. Let's do it on here. Okay, so there's actually an auto engrave function. I have been using manage, and then I go in and do it really manually. So that Giant's Basement we're talking about, Fatal Runes are one of the ones that you get a lot. You get percentage boosts on 2, 4, and 6 locations. But you kind of really need to understand what the monster does to make sure you put the right type. So that's got a speed as the main attribute. This one's got HP. We're looking for percentage boosts and attack. There we go. Like I say, it's a complex game. That's why it's taken 2 months and I still know very little. But I did find, when I didn't know, and if I go to a website and it really didn't offer any good advice, you can use auto-engrave. I'm sure all the pros don't use this, but they know the game. But you can go auto-engrave, and it looks at what you've got available from the most common statistics. Or apply auto-engraving based on the rune engraving statistics. And you can just let the game choose. You can also check the stats to see, okay, well, the crit rate's coming up a little bit. Accuracy, if I really understood this Yennefer character, I'll be looking for, I don't understand her at all. But yeah, the HP is going to be boosted, so I guess we can start if you want to understand this, go info and see what, she's a support character, so HP does make sense for her. She's not an attack beast. And you can do this. Can you give me a monster specifically, Strix, and we can look at it? And this is just random. So if, yeah, like Strix is saying 3 and 4 star runes, if you have them in your collection, then this may well pick from those as well. But we're just going to do it on this character because runes is better than no runes. I've cleared most of them out, Streaks, but some might just be because I spent a lot of money on them already. And at the start, that's all I had was available. So, like this guy here was an early monster. Teams? Emu's got a question around teams. Okay. So, let's look at my Giants team. Giants Abyss. So this is not the team that got me to Abyss, but this is the team that works. Like I said, I was using that plant lady. She was awesome, but she doesn't work in this dungeon. Damage over time does not work in these boss areas. Let me read out the notes that I got from Streaks. That's probably the most helpful around my Giants team. I'm not losing in Giants Abyss, but the next one has been a struggle for sure. Okay. Kairos Dragon, Giants Abyss. Okay, so he gave me the teams list, which is what you see here. Sigmarus was one I had to go. Sigmaru is one I had to go and fuse, and so I had Lauren in here initially. She didn't work so well. Okay, so let me talk about teams. So we've got this character here, this doggy called Beladion, who's defense. This is me just quoting what Streak sent me. Needs to be the fastest and move first. So when we're looking at the skills, here we're looking at the speed boost, and 123 actually for my monsters is the fastest, I think. Needs to be fastest and move first. I could use Swift Energy or Focus Rune set. You're focusing on speed, HP percentage, and HP's percentage. Speed, which we've got. HP. I think when I did this, I didn't have the HP percentage there under Swift. Something I also didn't know was I thought this order here was how you had to do runes. If you had a 4 set, they took that right-hand side, and the 2 set had to go there. Again, something I've learned only relatively recent. No, they don't have to. These 2 can be anywhere. The 4 can be anywhere. You can also do broken sets. Beladion, 85% accuracy, anything over 65%. So this is the maths game coming in with the runes we have in the early game, in the very early game, like month or 2 months in. 67% is the best I could do when I set this. Preferably over 120 speed, so we achieved a general tick for this. Woozer. Okay, I'll have a look at Woozer after this. I presume you're okay with me sharing this, Streaks. I think it would be very useful for someone like Emorph. What is going on with that green screen? Let me check that first. The side here. It's what we call a hotspot. I do have my curtains open, so when I stream at night, so we got a couple of lights here. And because the camera angle is a little bit different today, because I'm doing a stand-up desk stream, and then when I come in, it should reset it, and it didn't. This is the game within the game right here. Oh, I just realized I didn't have another light on. Okay, what did I screw up? Very professional here, guys. Don't worry about it. God damn. Alright, let's just go with it. Seriously? Where is that coming from? I guess because I normally have my chair there, it covers it. There we go. Alright, sorry about that. Okay, Shannon was the next one. Needs to move second. So this is the maths coming in. So you need to take note of... Oh crap, where did he go? Valadion. Yeah, you need to keep track of... Okay, so his speed is now 108 plus 123. And we're working on Shannon next. And so we need to build her to be fast, but not faster. So 111 plus 100. Swift, Energy, or Despair Runes. Again, these are all ones that you can get from Grinding Giant's Basement. That's why the focus is there for the first month or so, several weeks. Oh, and beyond, actually. Like, Streaks is talking about these 3 and 4 stars. So I sell anything that's below, I sell all of that stuff now. But that's only a recent thing as well. Accuracy, 50 to 65%. So we're within that. And preferably over 120 speed. Streaks, when you say 120 speed, do you mean the plus 100? Yeah, that's what you mean. I think you mean plus 120 because then I'd only need 10. So I think that's what he means when he says over 120. I think he means plus. Veromos, this is the first monster that I awakened. Sorry, I fused. He's plus 103. I think he's good. I think I was at risk of making him too fast at one point. He needs to move before the second fused monster I did, which is that Sigmaru. Fatal Blade rune sets, attack percentage, critical damage. I used crit rate because I need to get 100%. And attack percentage for maximum damage output. Otherwise, speed in place of the attack percentage. Needs accuracy between 30 to 55% to land a branding debuff. Oh, that's Crow. Sorry, ignore that. I'm talking about the next monster. He needs to move third. Swift Blade rune sets. I think I read that all out right. 80 to 100%. So yeah, he's 80 to 100 speed. I'm slightly above that. Damage needs around 85% critical rate, so that's what I was focused on, and wound up at 100 because these blade runes two together give a 12% bonus. and the maths coming in, it's not always obvious about that calculation until you've engraved. Needs 80 to 100 speed so he can cleanse the team of debuffs with his passive before the boss lands a hit. There we go. This is what we're talking about. Teams, they all have their individual strengths, and you need them to work together like a team. Crow is the other doggy, the dark hound. Needs to move before Sigmaru, so his speed needs to be just slightly faster than this hawk. He's going to apply a branding effect on the boss, and he's going to come in with his damage after this brand is applied and smack him. Needs accuracy 30 to 55%. We got that. Fatal Blade, rune sets, attack percentage, critical damage percentage, attack percentage. Otherwise, speed. He's too slow. He can't do much damage to the boss. His purpose is to brand and weaken the boss for Sigmaru. That's the sole purpose of this guy being in this team. And then here's the piece de resistance, this guy. Now you will see videos where people don't evolve this, that don't fuse this guy. They think for later game he's useless, but this is who I've got. And this team is working at 100% win rate. Yeah, good point. We'll go back to that in a sec. Streaks. Okay, Sigmaru needs to move last, not fast. Needs to move last. So you can see his speed is the slowest. It's only plus 37. That's probably too slow, but again, maths is the best I could do with the runes I had at the time. Which we'll talk about in a second. Sigmaru can finish off waves with her area of it. What is AoE? Area offense effect? I think it just means attack everybody at once. Or freeze control them from moving before your turn ends. Fatal Blade, runes, attack percentage, critical damage percentage, attack percentage for maximum efficiency. Has large damage multiplier, so stack around plus 2000, which I've got, I achieved that. On her as much attack runes give. Like Crow, needs at least 85% crit rate, which we achieved above. As much crit damage as possible, 170 was as much as I could get. Needs at least 45 to 60 speed. She's too slow, so we might come back and look at that. I did already come back and look at it, and I think with knowing what I know now, we'll probably do better. She's very important to this team because her leader skill increases HP by 44% survivability, and two of her skills scale with energy max HP after Baladion lands in a defense break and Crow lands a brand. She can wipe the boss. Here's her leader skill here. So HP boost is going to help everybody survive. Emov, question for you. Are you on to Giant's Abyss, and if so, are you hitting a 100% success rate? If not, this may well be of use to you. Area of effect, thank you. And we're going to talk back about Veramus. Yes, this was the selling point. Streaks. Streaks has told me a lot, and most of it goes in one ear out the other. No, it doesn't actually. I use it, but there's so much in this game. There's just so much to retain. So he's talking about second skill scales with enemy max HP. There we go. That's what makes him so deadly. And I have that maxed. So this was the first. Okay, we're going to talk about that now. We need to. So once you've awakened your monster, in order to awaken, you need to max out their basic skills anyway. So where's Abigail? So these here. Oh wait, do they need to be for this character? I don't think they do. That's for second awakened. I'm trying not to confuse myself here. Oh yeah, okay, because this was a fused monster. There are no other like. It's not easy to get other monsters to feed to it. So someone like well, this Hellhound's the easiest example. It's one of the most trashiest things you can get. But in one particular basement, this thing excels because their skill is around boosting critical rate. And the dungeon that you're in, the boss effect reduces critical rate of all monsters. So this, anyway, my point was this one is so easy to get that to level up the skills you can do really quickly. So you just go to what I was showing you before in the power up, and you just feed it. Let's do it with the penguin. If I select by monster, it brings up. Okay, so we've actually got quite a few penguins. So let's feed some penguins, 4 of them, and we're just doing power up. So it's not. I could do it via evolve as well. Actually, that penguin is only 5-star. Okay, you can do it via power or this. Now I don't have enough to take it to 100%, but I can do this and then change this to lowest grade. And right, I was going to buy some scrolls. Nah, you know what? This is going to take too long. I'll move on. Okay, so for Veramos, the only way you can soup him up is through this thing here called Devilmon. They're so rare, you get the opportunity to buy use in-game currency, not real money, or as rewards every now and then. Certainly new players, you'll get some of these as rewards. And basically just be very focused how you do it. So I think that was the first one that I maxed up, was it? I think so. And then I was focusing on this next. Yeah, I think that's how it's working at the moment. Focusing on this, fully maxed, and then this one. It is a slow, time-consuming process. Okay, maybe that is a good time to talk about the streaks. There is a good technique that Streaks told me about, which I've been abusing, and then he told me about a day before a big YouTuber, Sean B, did a video on it. So, at the moment, because there's this event on, it's not just because of this, but this is a way of maximizing it, and it's under the special event collab special shop. I think this is the one I showed you before. You have to scroll all the way to the bottom. So once you've unlocked all this stuff and you're in the infinity bits, it's going to be there till it expires. The event. Oh, here it is here. This one, you just select the max. I need to play the game to get some, but you can get thousands. So it's times 100. You buy it, it gets sent to your inbox. You go to your inbox, and you collect it, and then you come to the summon thing, and then it's going to cost you, but you come here and unscroll. I got 7,000 of them, so summon times 100. I'm going to spam a bunch of these, and it's just going to give me, once I do this enough times, so 6,000, 9,000, 120. See, my mana's dropping off. Now I can come back here, click evolve, click, which monster was I doing? I think it was this one. Okay, so you can see we've got a bit more of a stack. At one point I had just hundreds of these stacked up, so it made it very easy, but we can just go max on all of these. You know, when you've got a stack of 100, that makes it very easy. But that builds up over time. Now when that event's gone, this gets a little bit, you know, you're getting thousands at a time. You can go grind certain dungeons to get these and do certain things. It's one of the easiest scrolls to get. But in this volume, this is the easiest way. So Emorph, if you're not using this technique, this is a way to speed up your 6-starring process. And when you get 6-star, you get a reward of 200 energy, Angelmon, and a whatever it is. I think another scroll. Okay, Emorph already knows about this one. He's been doing that a lot. Streaks earned like 70k coins from farming. See, this is the only truly profitable farming still around in the world, guys. It's not Bitcoin. It's not dairy farming. It's not any of that agriculture bullshit. This is it right here. Cleared BTN, but didn't know it was so important. Gotcha. Talk about teams will help me a lot. Yeah, so when you watch videos and stuff now, you'll see it's not just randomness that they're putting up. It's well thought out. Actually, maybe we'll talk about that next as well. It's looking at the boss gives you a hint on what the most popular monsters used to defeat it are, and that's the starting point. I normally, yeah, maybe I'll show you that. There's a lot that I've learned. I just don't want to bog you down and bore you, but I have learned a lot. How close am I? Only halfway. So you can see I needed to spam a bit more, but we've got all these crappy things which we don't care about. Easy to replace. 1 and 2 stars. Don't generally go into the 3 stars. The 3 stars are going to have a value for a bunch of purposes. That 3-star monster might be useful in a certain dungeon, or it might be buffed later. So there are the odd 2 stars, like these fairies. Some of them can be quite powerful. This guy here, same thing. Let's not use him. Actually, we can use him. We've got a few of them. Yeah, a bunch of these, or they might be fusion material. So it always pays to keep some of these in reserve. Like I'm not going to take him down to 0 just in case I need him. But I know that this clown here, surprise box, is so easy to get, so we just get rid of him. These stupid flowers. Some of these you don't need scrolls to get. You can go grind certain scenarios. You get them as rewards. We are getting close. Oh, we're pretty close to. There we go. Like I say, now I'm into. So you got to be careful, aware when you come to these 3 stars. Some of these are actually going to be valuable reapers and so on later, or for, like you can see here, for skill boosting. The griffins. Shout out to Emorph. He's been doing secret dungeons, so I have actually got some scrolls for some of them. Okay, and here we go. Evolve this. It's going to cost me a bit. Let me get my rewards. And I get. Oh, and this is the skill. So you can see it's boosting that up there. I've got a few more to go, but I don't even know anything about this penguin. It just looked cool. So I left him out here to show you today. And there's my rewards. I get XP boost. Always keep your XP going when you're actively working on monsters. That reward of energy gets sent to my inbox. That's going to be really useful today because I don't have much energy. But we've just spent an hour, I think, just talking about this stuff. Comes to the inbox and you can just collect this here as you need to increase. Normally, double boost on the XP. Go. And for those that were really alert, notice before I had no XP in place, boost in place. There is also an XP boost for these little special areas. Really slowly, passively boost up monsters. But you know, if you're not doing anything with them, let the game work on them for you. Exclamation Paco. So get your mana up, not your funny up. The hell? The Wind Penguin was really good. Okay. Yeah, that's what I meant. I totally knew the Wind Penguin was really good, and that's why I chose him. He's on most Rift Beast and Tower of Ascension teams because his 3rd skill lowers everyone's skill cooldown. Okay, there we go. We did something good by accident. It may well be that I've been watching videos and saw him in some of the suggested lists, or I've been perusing. Let me show you teams. Emorph. So we come in here, we go to... Strix is talking about, even though I've got this cleared, I am going to build a team for here, for this level here, because everything that it gets, I'm probably going to sell, and that's a way of building up your mana at the cost of energy. This one here is about trying to get some of these better runes that SxC is talking about, but we can click on the boss now, and we can go monsters used, and we go monster info, and here we go. Boom! It shows us ranking of monsters used in successful runs, and you can take a little note here. You could just probably apply, you know. But what I do is I go, okay, who's the first one now? Homunculus Wind is something it's kind of becoming the meta. We've seen this just change recently, and I do have a Wind Homunculus. It's called Hismunculus. But what I do is I go, Veramus is the most used successful. So now what I do is, Emorph, I come back out to just monsters, and I click on Veramus, and I go here to this monster, the middle right-hand monster symbol. I go usage, and it gives you some team suggestions. Now you need to note Abyss versus a dungeon, but look, he's used quite extensively in Dragon's Lair, which is the one I'm trying to... I have unlocked Abyss, I have not got 100% consistency on wins, so I'm still playing around with that. And it's not really the monsters, it's the runes that I have. But what we're scrolling here for is looking for Giants Abyss. And then what I do is it sort of highlights the monsters that I already have. I technically do have her, but I'm building her. So I've got 3 of these monsters, but I don't have these 2 ready to go. So I wouldn't use that team or this team. Don't have Galleon, the pirate. Don't have this. I'm just scrolling looking for a match. And when you've got a match... I don't actually have a match. This was a bad example. But this is based on common usage, so common success. But you get what I mean? I think you might have or it's giving you a hint of next things that you might want to build, especially if you go here and go, okay, so this is Dragon's Lair. Which monsters appear in both? Oh, he appears in both, so he would be a really good one to fuse first, because I can use him in both these dungeons. And I can use him the World Guild Battle, which is something if you're not already doing, you'll get to in time. Arena, you can use. I do use them in Arena at the moment. Or these are the lower levels of when we're talking about that basement 10 Giant's Keep. This is a damage over time team led by this guy here. This is why I'm trying to get the second one of this green plant monster. Otherwise, I can deploy. I know that's. I can just use. Yeah, I've got these monsters, but this is giving you a hint of teams, and you can click on them and see. Okay, so. Yeah, it's telling you it's support. She's an attack. Support. So 2 attack units, 3 attack units, 2 support units, and the support will be something different each time. It seems simple, something I only really learned in recent times. Tisha, most broken monster in Giants, but it's premium Nat 5. Yeah, I've got me and Streaks have had a number of catch-ups, and one of those was just getting an idea of over time what I'm going to build, and so he gave me the list, and I was able to go into my shrine and see some of those monsters were ones that need a thing called Second Awakening. Second Awakening is... Okay, so what's an example? Let me show you some Second Awakened monsters. This Pixie here is one that started as life as a 2-star monster, and over time she's really useful in Giants because she slows them down. Decreases their attack speed, so she slows that giant attack down. That's why she's really useful. And yeah, you awaken her, and then there's a secondary awakening. So Damien here is someone I've second awakened. This one here is second awakened. What is her name? Is it Carly? It is Carly. I think this one is a second awakened. Spectra. This one here, the dog, is second awakened. They all have a purpose, even though I'm not necessarily utilizing them successfully yet. Okay, let's show you the next one I'm doing is this one here. She becomes Tatu, and she starts life as a humble fire pixie. And so, if you're low on energy, you may want to do some rounds here on this thing called Dimension Hole. So let's show you from just not repeat battle. The Dimension Hole is all the way over here to the right. You click on here, it shows you how much this energy is different from normal. It's special energy. You generate it slowly over time. So to start with, I could only really do this once a week. The first monster, second awakened monster I built up took a time. You can also purchase some of these with in-game crystals or whatever. But you can come in here, and then you've got to just find this really did my head in to start with. So there's the Forest of Roaring Beasts and there's the Remains. There's two different parts to it. You want to go into the Remains ones, and then Crow here. This might have been the first one I second awakened. And you can see there's Crow, there's the Spectra would have been under this Griffin one, and there's I think it's the Warbear. And you basically work through this under this manual battle to start with to get to level 5, and then you can do it on the repeat battle and you blow through all of your Dimension Hole energy. So your first thing is finding the right place, and to start with, it was not obvious. This one here, I didn't know. It's the Remains, and then you have to make sure you click the right things. So fairies here, pixies here, whatever whatever that one is called, high elemental. I was right. Okay. So you get them to level 5, and why they need to be level 5 is the XP reward is greatest. Now the thing is, as you're starting with some of these, you might not have them maxed out, and you've got to find out what team works. Let me just find what I'm going to do next. So it's always the Remains. What was Tatu? I think she's a pixie, isn't she? Yeah, I think it's this one here. Okay, level 5, so we can go straight into level 5. We want to change. No, this is the wrong one. This is the wrong one. No, she's a pixie, isn't she? Oh, crap. Okay, this dungeon... Okay. Some of these Second Awakening dungeons are a little bit complex because you have to use monsters of the same attribute for the fairy that you're using. So I want this one here. I can only use fire ones. And so when I started doing this, I think it was with like the wind. I had no other wind monsters that would help. That was my first battle. But now I do have some fire monsters that can help with her. So they have to be the same attribute. I'm going to click into my... we're going to use this guy and see how that goes. Should be OP. She's not max, but let's show you. Just do one battle. We've got to defeat her at level 5. But yeah, if you don't have... This is again a different concept of team. They have to be all the same attribute. This was a complexity, so I had to go away for a week and build a wind team the first time I did this. Do Giant's Abyss now. Okay, yeah, let's do that. Yo, Cook. Wind Homie is good too. Yes. We'll show. I could have just done a stream talking about this stuff actually, and not. I'm gonna do Tower, but I need to get started on that soon. Yeah, actually, I'll do that after this stream. So I'll show you where I'm at because I need to just confirm the last thing I'm doing. Collect your reward from the bottom right. They give OP monthly items. Okay. You might have to farm level 4. You need to use a full fire team against water. Okay, unless you're strong enough. So okay, yeah. All right. So we're gonna try it against. Excellent advice. If this fails, then, like Streak said, if I'm farming this, go back to 4, or go away and build up your fire team. So in the case of the wind, or what I think it was wind monster that I came into Dimension Hole with and realized for the first time I needed a team to build, same attributes. I think I got as far as I could winning, but you don't want to be losing the Dimension Hole because that energy is so precious. It's a lot harder to get. So I went away and just worked on that for a week. Okay, let's see how this one goes just as it is. But he's right, this is fire against water, so we're at a disadvantage, massive disadvantage. mean, they're already struggling against the first wave. She's dead already. Ah, classic. Oh, this is a GG's right here. Wow. Okay, this is where Streak's advice is going to be clutch. We got two characters left, and we're only on level 2. We'll do level 4. So if you're, we talked about that elemental disadvantage. Water is stronger than fire. Fire is stronger than wind. Wind is stronger than water. Light and darkness. I think are strong against each other. Okay, that proves Streaks' point. So, just change that level 5 to level 4. Okay, you said there was some rewards to sort out. Oh, you're right. Yeah, okay. This is again the complexity coming into. There's a bunch of mission events that you can do that give you valuable rewards. They could be mana, they could be energy, they could be whatever, they could be scrolls. But you kind of got to look around the place for them. And I don't necessarily see this stuff all the time. And if you get these monthly points up, you get a reward at the end of the month. Okay, so we're collecting some really good stuff here, actually. Wow, how long has this been sitting here? Thank you, Streaks. I would have noticed it eventually, because I've seen it there before. It's just not one of the regular check-in places. So it gets sent to your inbox. Collect it. Oh yeah, it's giving me a choice of 5 runes. This is cool. Select a rune. Will it let me come back this way? Oh, well. Okay, Streaks. So we've got on the 6, attack percentage could be good. It's a vampire rune, and I don't have a lot of them, I don't think. You got an energy rune, HP on the 4th slot, defense on the 2nd, critical damage on the 4th. That could be good on the will. That could be really good. Look at the subset, critical rate, speed. This is a good rune. We've got on the 2nd spot speed +2, so these can all be boosted. So even though it says 7, it will wind up like 42. It's got crit rate. It's got attack percentage, HP, and accuracy. This is also a good rune. Streaks, straight off, which would you choose? Do Spectra Verd. And oh yeah, that's a good thing as well. That's something else I learned. Spectra Verd Heroic Tattoo. I usually just choose all the speed ones. So you choose speed as the you choose this one here. Okay, do that. And you can also sell it here. If none of those tickled your fancy, you can just go, you know what, I'm going to sell it. Okay. And what's the time? Okay, before we look at Hismunculus, let's just go back and this is good. This is good. This is like a collaborative stream, really. We're getting some good advice here. We don't want repeat battle. We just want a battle. I'm going to turn that fan off because it's actually too cold now. So there is a test function. So level 5, the suggestion was drop to level 4. We're going to leave it on level 5 for this test. Got to click test mode here. So over on the in the middle on the left hand side. This was great actually. This is what I did when I was building my win team. Stay out of this area if you just don't, your monsters aren't strong enough, the support team, because you're just wasting your energy. Like I say, it's so precious. Once you've got it, you can stick it up on repeat and guarantee 100% win rate. You just automate it, and you'll have your second awakened within whatever. Depends on how much energy you've got. We're going to leave it on 5. We're going to change the team to Streaks' suggestion. Hello, Venom. How's your Summoners War career going? Okay, so Spectra. Emorph, to the point I was making earlier, what I would have actually done if I didn't have streaks helping out, I would I'd go back to the right out to the main level, main page, click monsters, click her, I'd go to usage, and I'd see what team it suggested for this Alunia remains. That's how I would do it otherwise, instead of just picking random stuff for the stream. Spectra, what's Spectra's leadership? No leadership skills. Okay, so I don't think he meant that as the leader. He probably meant. Did you say Vedelhide? It is Vedelhide. Okay, this where's the vampire Vedelhide? I am blind. I always struggle to see this guy. Okay, he's a good leader. His leadership skill boosts the attack speed by 28%. So often you see him as a leader in team. This guy here, I fused him early on because I kept seeing Vedelhide appear, and so I built him up and I used him a lot, and then I needed him to fuse a high level monster, and I got rid of, instead of, I used him. He was fully built, fully ruined, and I used him and Melania, or whatever, the plant lady, and someone else, and I regretted that. I was lazy. What I should have done is just actually refused them at the lower levels, spent less energy just getting them quickly to the required level, and then fusing them into the mega monster. Instead, I had to then rebuild this guy again, and that was a regret. So I will never get rid of this guy. If I need him again for something else, for a fusion, I will recreate him from scratch, but I will not get rid of this one. Okay, Vedelhide is the boss. Spectra, Roak, and Tatu. There we go. Okay, and see it's saying bottom right 0 energy because it's a test mode. So this is just level 5. Are we good enough to go right now? Emorph almost did the same thing. There you go. Hey Dan, are you still streaming, Dan? You're just popping in. Hey Kristen, did we get raided? Oh, we did get raided. Woo! Dan raid. Thank you, Dan. Welcome, G. I used to look up and read chat sometimes, eh? Runes are ancient. He's needed for Riley. That's what, Uni, after the last stream where I had you and Streaks in the voice chat, I went away and did Riley. That's what that was. I do have Riley. Riley reminds me of Wagon Wheel song. Open your eye, I can see my baby tonight. Alright, we're already doing better than the last team. Uni. Well, it's still alive. Just gonna turn this fan off. Fan on my ankles was not a good idea. Yeah, check it out, G. Let me know what you think. Okay, here's the boss. Boss fight. So this team gets me to the boss fight. We need to win it. 100%. Come on. I automate these fights because I need to know that the AI is smart enough that I can spray and walk away. As in, you can set up a repeat battle for either 10 to 30 times, depending on how much special energy I have. I can go away and have dinner. I wish I could automate more things in COD Mobile. There's the odd modes we can, like BR Prop Hunt. But these teammates are better than most of the randoms in COD Mobile. Okay, she's about to die. She gets a last hit in. Oh, she's hanging in there. Damn! They're both hanging in there. Come on, vampire. Suck of blood. Okay, they're dead. Yep. Alright, here we go. She's only halfway done, but these guys should have enough to do it. Oh. Come on. I need to check if she's got runes on her. She might not. Come on. Uh-oh. Yeah, I think they've got it. I think they got it. Spectra will slow it, helps a lot. Oh yeah, so Streaks' advice there is, okay, day one, is if you're manually doing it, it is good to, as a new player, manual fight as much as you can, just do it slowly. Okay, so based on that, that was quite slow, that was 3 minutes. Like you want to, in time, get your stuff down more close to the minute. But that gives me confidence. I could deploy a repeat battle, and I probably wouldn't have 100% over time. But okay, I was going to check if I had runes on here. I do, but they're not 100%. Okay, Hismunculus and then Tower of Ascension. Okay, Hismunculus is one of the powerful beasts that are useful in the Rift side of the battles. It's actually called a homunculus, but when you unlock them, you get to name them. And of course, I called it Hismunculus. This is his sister. So he's an attacker. He's a fighter. She's a lover. They don't love and fight each other. That'd be weird. You need these special stones to unlock them. I'm going to just focus on getting this one fully done up. When you first unlock them, they are a water monster, water attribute monster, which was this one here. And what's really cool about this monster is you can choose a career path for them, basically. Or if so, it starts as a water monster. I've changed it to a wind. Could also go the fire path. Each of these has a does a different sort of effect, and so it can be used in different dungeons and so on. I'm following the advice of Streaks, who is on wind. I've got one more to go here. Streaks, am I correct that this is the last one I need to go for, the sharp wind? I checked out the thumbnails you sent me, and I don't think you'd fully done him at this stage. This is the other one I could be, which is the soul shot. So I just need advice on my final focus. I don't have the stones for it yet, but that'll be taken care of very soon. Awaiting sharp wind. Thank you. I held off asking you that till today. Sharp wind. Excellent. And then you can deploy them in a bunch of different ways. There's people are sort of waking up to that monster, and so they are being used in Abyss again. Emuf, I'm looking for the match with other monsters. Because wind versus water, the Giant's Keep is a water monster, so they are incredibly powerful. Actually, I'll go back and look at their skills in a sec. So they're getting a lot of use in Giants. There's a lot of potential combinations where they slot in. Actually, do I have 100% hit? Let's have a look. I don't believe I do. I don't have 100% match, so that's why I haven't used them yet. Well, I've tried actually. I have tried, but the Giants team I have is 100%. They're not extremely fast, but they're faster than what they used to be. And like I say, I can go away, have dinner, go watch some part of a movie or TV program, come back, and they've farmed for me. Versus going away and maybe coming back to an 80% win rate. They can be used in the Hall of Magic. They can be used in the Hall of Water, the Hall of Wind, below Abyss dungeons. Rift Raid, this is where you're going to see them the most against these, because you need to farm these to get the stones to skill them up anyway. So you can see Dimension Hole, okay, Dreaming of Fairies. When you second awaken your fairy, you can use them there. And the World Guild Battle, which you can see I've got a match. I don't think I'll talk about World Guild Battle today because I don't really know what I'm doing, but I am at level 90, and the game gives you skills to boost up. To start with, you focus on yourself, and you just spend the next 50 levels maxing all these up, and then you look at the other things. Actually, I did dabble over here and worked on my energy and mana. I did these as well. That was incredibly helpful. And then I came back and did the tower defense stuff. And now I'm working on guild. So this is for the benefit of the clannerman, the guilderman. I've contributed max guild defense, and I'm working on attack power, and those will be dealt with in my next 10%. 10 level 10s, level 10 levels. The bosses can't be stunned, so his skill 3 does 100% more damage. There we go. His Munculus, this is his skills. Takes the enemy to target to deal damage proportionate to the target's max HP and decreases the defense for 2 turns with a 30% chance. These are at the base level of skill. But even at there, it's incredibly powerful. It takes the enemy target to deal damage proportionate to the target's max HP and stuns it. This is what he was saying. Stages the target for 1 turn. If the target is immune to stun, the damage increases by 100%. Reusable in 4 turns. Magic Power Burst attacks the enemy target to inflict damage. Damage increases by 20% for each harmful effect. And then this one here, this is a passive skill. Revives with 50% HP when you're inflicted with fatal damage and falls under the Magic Power Explosion state for 2 turns. So he dies, he comes back to life, and he goes, cut order, he goes bang. How you going? Smacks the enemy around. I've watched some videos where the timing of him doing that is incredibly crucial. It's a bit complex for me at the moment. What I've got. Magic Power Explosion state will increase the damage inflicted to enemies by 30%, but you'll be uncontrollable and die when the effect ends. Yeah. It's kind of a Putin with his finger on the nuclear button type effect. And yeah, this one here revives as well. That was the first good monster I got. I barely use them. Okay, I think we're ready for tower. You don't have to view it from the tree since you didn't unlock it yet. You have to view it from the tree. Yeah, sharp wind. Takes the enemy target to deal damage proportionate to the target's max HP and decreases its defense for 2 turns. So that is really useful in boss fights. Exclamation Paco. Alright, Tower of Ascension. 50th floor. I honestly thought I'd done this, but I guess I gave up. But it resets apparently every few days, so I guess that means it's another repeatable event for people to do. So you go through a normal first, and then you do it on hard, and you get a bunch of really great rewards. I've just spent an hour 40 talking to camera. Shout out again to Dan for the raid. Hope your stream went good, buddy. We'll see how we go. So let's get this underway. I think we go to battle, and then tower. Trial. I keep saying tower. It's trial. Okay, we're back at square one because obviously it does reset. It's on normal. Now, the Summoners War channel on YouTube actually did a video today, which was excellent timing. So I'm just going to start with their recommended crew, which I do have, and we're going to see how far we can get without making any changes. Streaks will advise as necessary. So here we go. This is what I was doing it on. Just randomness. I don't even know who this here represents. A character I don't have anymore, I'm guessing. So rip to whoever that was. Okay, so the leader's going to be Veramos. Veramos. Verdelhide. Wait, hang on. Swap those two around. I don't need to know whether it matters, to be honest. And then we're going to have Lauren. Lauren's a bit hit and miss for me. I think it's just the way I've got it. Maybe I did change your runes. I don't know. Changing runes is really expensive. The game, once a month, the first Saturday of each month, you can remove runes for free. So when you're changing runes and stuff, yeah, grind for a month, and then on that first Saturday, have a plan of what you want to do, because you can play around with things if you can remove them for free. You can experiment, but it is costly. Like just maxing out at one rune is so expensive. It's just ridiculous. So sometimes it's better to see how a monster goes without them, or just add in a couple, or don't worry too much about it in the early game. Okay, if you had a star. Too soon. I don't have her. You can go level 7 just with Verd, Roic, and Estar. Estar, Verd, Roic, and Estar. Okay, so Strix is saying if I had this one, it's the fire version of the first great monster they give you in a game, which is this Lapis, Water Lapis. She clears. She's a great farmer. I don't have her yet. I haven't really summoned anything good for some time. So first month I got some good stuff, but not her. And a lot of the videos and teams lists I see have her in it, and I just don't have it. So as soon as I see that, I just click away. It hurts. Here we go. It's on autoplay. Should I do this manual streaks? Or is that going to take too long? Melly! Hello, Melly. Melly putting up the content at the moment on her Tic Tacs. Looks like she's a good BR player these days. I am not. Don't ask me to play BR. Okay, it's pretty good reward. Next stage, we're just going to next stage it all. Wait, if I click autoplay, it just does the next 10 floors. Let's have a look at this. I haven't used this before. I haven't used that specific button. It's going to autoplay it. For those wondering why I look a bit different, I'm standing up. I'm utilizing my standing desk, thingamajiggy. I had to go to a physio at work just recently. I thought it was related to a bike accident I had, but it turns out it might be a posture thing. And you guys know it's a gaming related injury. Upper shoulder, and it's giving me pain down my arm. So I thought I'd try stream standing up. I can't really play COD Mobile like this just because the levels are wrong. So 2 hours of this might be a bit of a challenge on my back. Yes, your message is sending, Melly. G-Risk, Melly says hi. Don't manual until you actually lose. Okay, there we go. Excellent advice, guys. Don't bother about manualing. Just let your little slaves, sorry, monsters, let your Pokemon for you. Speaking of Pokemon, the creator died, didn't he? I didn't know him personally, but I know some people are upset by that. When one of your heroes dies. Pokemon's came out, it was sort of more my brother's generation. I mean, I did see it on TV and stuff, and I knew about the cards, and I knew when the app came out because I was on a beta version of an app, and we lost a big part of our community when that came out because they went out capturing Pokemon at midnight. My son had the Pokemon app a little while ago. We had it to encourage him to go walking, to be active. That was a good thing about the Pokemon game is, yeah, you had to go walk around. Dragon Ball Z. See, look how much I know. I know nothing, Jon the Snow. Dragon Ball Z. Same streak. Same. Which came first? I think Pokemon came first, right? Gotta catch 'em all. Gotta catch 'em all. Welcome to anime with Granddad. It's hot in here again, damn it. Ugh. Actually, I don't need that on. I don't even need game audio for this. There we go. This ain't Call of Duty Mobile. Some great games with Durian the other night. Damn, got to Legendary with an ASM 10 with only 4 attachments. It's content. Unfortunately, I had audio issues, so there's no gaming audio recorded. Dragon Ball Z is the pioneer of all anime from what I've seen and heard. Okay. Noted. And once I've done a bare minimum research, I'm going to sound like my kids are going to respect me, because I won't be saying, hey, the Pokemon founder died, and embarrassing them, you know. Dragon Ball Z is so old, man. I've always watched it as a kid. Yeah. I just remember them being on at around the same time. But then so was Ninja Turtles. Transformers. I could name some others, but it's really going to age me and some of the people in the chat. Who here knows Captain Planet? Alright, that's level 10, so I get a reward for that. It stops me when there's a reward, I think. Yeah, it goes for 10, that's what it is. Look at all this goodness. So I'm going to be able to summon stuff. That sounds exciting, but all I'm getting is crap at the moment. A couple more scrolls. A few more scrolls, I'll be able to show you what I can summon with it. I get some of these crystals, which are really useful. And energy, always need energy. It costs energy to fight. This is costing at the moment 3 per stage. I didn't even, over here I've got 348, 41, so I did stock up for the stream. But last night I had almost 4 million mana, but the energy I depleted because I was grinding giant still. So mental note for the next stream, I need to just store up to make sure that's not an issue. But I think we're going to be good. I also spent an hour 40 just talking random stuff. But I think that if I get ahead of my editing, I got so much content just specifically for Summoner's War. Like none of it's made it out yet. We've got 2 werewolves to fight. Okay, Buffy. Autoplay. You can only auto the levels you beat the previous month. Oh, okay. Okay, that's good to know. So, I think I clearly didn't get to 50 because I didn't get that reward, so maybe about to 40. But, Streaks' clear advice has been giants. Just focus on giants. So that's where I put the majority focus on, and the rest I've just dabbled in to not get bored. Or to do the Dimension Energy, Second Awakening for characters. Trying to find out what I should be working on next. Where my Devilmon are going, focus on this guy. Who's next then? This person here, this monster. Just knowing what the path is. Because I can see myself playing this for some time. But back to that problem solving and developing good processes is solving problems. So the idea is that I need to minimize the time I spend on this and maximize the output, because I got in real life to focus on. If I couldn't automate large parts of this, I don't think I could do it. You guys will be able to tell that if I'm getting my stuff together, because you'll see more edited videos coming out. At the moment, I'm struggling to get 1 out a week, and that's not good. I'll commit to 1 COD stream, 1 PC co-op stream a week. I'll commit to 1 Summoner's War stream a month, unless something groundbreaking comes out. That could be any game, actually. The co-op stream at the moment is The Forest. That's it. That's what I'm committing to. I may do extra bits here and there, but they will not be the norm. They'll be just as I feel or have the capacity. I have other new games I want to showcase and other things, but I can't do that Yeah, he's useful, Emoff. You can always reach out to Streaks. He is on Discord. He has his own Discord, which was COD Mobile, and we've basically rebranded it Summoners War now. So if you want an invite to that, if I haven't already sent you one, I can do that. You may already be in there. Obviously, you're in the clan. There are people like Uni here who can help out as well. I Am Speed has got a YouTube channel. So he just released a video today. Did a stream earlier in the week. There are a number of us from the SxC community that do play this game. Tracy, does Tracy still play? She keeps getting banned. She's a hacker. Okay, shut up, Emoof. Yeah, you can just like DM him and ask specific questions. He'll answer. I found in the first month what I struggled with is sometimes I didn't ask because I didn't know what to ask. I was really confused about certain elements of the game. I know I tried to ask a couple of times, and I think we got it on the third time with a direct call. So that's part of the learning as well, is like I didn't even know how to ask this question because I couldn't Google it either. I just didn't get hits for some of the things I was confused about. What was I confused about? Some of the feeding elements. Like I say, what you've seen today is where I've gotten to, which you've just helped with that slider. And yes, I remember Streaks did tell me about it. It's just I forget things. It's a case on. It needs to be at the right time. It needs to be realised at the right time. One moment. Unlocked for normal node. Not previous month. Auto play unlocks in Tower of Ascension. You're going to hear a lot of abbreviations, guys. That's part of the confusion, but that's a simple Google search. Dots. I mean, some of these things I did know about. RNG. I knew these things previously, but I don't play those games normally, so it's not in my common lexicon. It's not in my common usage. But there are abbreviations that will throw some of the new players. But TOA, R5, GA, G10, GB10, they're all just referring to battling areas. Okay, well this is going well so far. It's only level 20. But if we can auto run this, then we might actually be able to tick off level 100 by the end of the stream. We're almost at the 2 hour mark, but I think we're good. Let's go to 30. Now that I have the... Wait. Do you mean, Emoof, going to Korea and being able to use the fusion hexagram, coming back to Japan, you still have access to it now? But yeah, anyway, so Emoof represents, he's in Japan. The fusion hexagram is banned in Japan for whatever reason. It's a bizarre one. Like, I would have thought the whole game was banned, not just an element. It's a complex compliance issue right there. But he's saying now that he has it, he can see how much he wasted monster-wise when he first started. He wish he had the monsters, a lot of monsters back then. Okay, so that's it, guys. If you're in Japan and you don't have the fusion, there's two options. One, you can use a VPN. I do have access to a VPN for the PC, and I did need it. Or you can just fly out of country. So take your pick as to which is more suitable. Or you can petition the Japanese government. Yeah, my issue was either internet service provider or my modem treated the game, because there's so much processing going on, like there was a denial of service or some sort of attack going on, so it blocked the game for some time. It actually blocked it. I couldn't use it on PC or phone or tablet. So that was almost a GG's. That was the first week that I started playing. That was almost the end of my Summoner's War career right there, because I don't have the energy to start another account or any of that stuff. I ain't doing it. Green screen's just giving me a little bit of trouble because I haven't done it. I haven't done it standing up yet. I'm going to do a studio tour. I think I'll do it like as a vlog for everybody, because not everyone's a member, and I think just a short thing just showing you once I've tidied this up properly. I had it tidied up, but then I had to dismantle a desk I had in my previous studio, and so I've got a bunch of crap in here now while I work out what to do with it. Some of my music gear, making rooms that my wife can have a gym area, garage. Page 25. What else do we need to discuss? There's a lot more that I will have forgotten about already. This is the thing about not doing regular weekly content. That's my risk. Like I say, I'm at the best time to truly capture what it is to be a new player and all the confusion and complexity that goes with it. Because I will forget this later, even if I get into starting other accounts and stuff. But yeah, maybe you're someone that struggles with problem solving or process improvement. This is a game that can help you, because it's a mental exercise. It's also patience. It's a thing that takes time. You've got to build a team. Wish I could build a team Call of Duty Mobile sometimes that works this well. What else? So what's the other big thing that you learned? I'm just curious whether yours... I mean, it sounds like it aligns with the experience I had. I just had the advantage of streaks. That's really what it was. I can't remember who I think I had Lauren in before I had Sigmaru on the Giants basement team, until I fused him. Like I said, Lauren, I don't think I've got her fast enough. It's really efficient. Or I didn't previously. I have done some re-runing just lately. Spent some mana on it. He started a month ago, so he can only auto what he beat last month. Okay. Yeah, I'm guessing that I can probably go one more auto battle. And then it's gonna... I'm pretty sure I got... well, the game says I didn't get to 50 when I thought I did get to 50, so I probably got to 40. So... you know what? It would be nice to get to 100 on normal by the end of the stream, but I don't know how much time it's going to take. I mean, maybe I should be paying attention to what my monsters are doing. Mental exercise, alright. This game can really test your mental tolerance sometimes, for sure. Yep, exactly. When I think about studies that have been done with like people in rest homes, especially with Alzheimer's and Alzheimer's-related disorders and stuff are pretty prevalent these days. It is a leading cause of death of elderly But you know, to keep your brain operating and young is having like the likes of Sudoku and just things that do challenge your mental capacity. I think that's also that's why Call of Duty Mobile is Call of Duty is good for some people as well. There are problems present that you have to solve. Let's progress. Just have fun. Anything about this that hasn't been fun? I do feel bad when I realised I'd made a big screw up, but it didn't really bother me because I knew I'd just learned something really powerful. Like it was the most. Maybe it's a dumb way to learn, but it would really hit it home because obviously there's other things that Streaks has told me that I've forgotten. I have to take notes. I have notes. I have a to-do list, etc. Okay, that was 30. Let's see if we can get to 40. Alright, we're going to do some summoning, like I say. Okay, autoplay to 40. Summoner's Way will hand you a Transcendent Scroll. Yeah. Yeah, so you're going to get something premium. This time you beat, you get a free Nat 5. Now, Streaks, is it just random, or do I have to make a decision? In which case I'm going to need your help with that, because I tend to choose wrong. I tend to choose random. In time it won't be wrong. Like, in 10 years it might be useful. That's randomness. Hey, Durian. Got home, hit the bed this time. Not 6 PM. Yeah, I saw your photo in the thingamajiggy. Good games the other night, Durian. I really enjoyed that ASM 10 run. It was a challenge, and I think we did pretty good with it. Especially on Terminal, like that was... wasn't the right... wasn't the normal loadout I would have used. I had to capture some of the footage from my stream. So, like I said, I wasn't recording, but that'll probably be the next video I have. Kitty cats. There's hissing thoughts right there. If not snakes, it would have been cats. Things that hiss. It's a random 5-star, unless you have a blessing, which you don't. Have you played this? You haven't played this, have you, Durian? You've probably played something like this, though, I imagine. I don't know whether it's your sort of thing. Starting to feel it in my lower back. Maybe I need one of those impact mats if I'm gonna. I should keep doing this. I should stand up more. Like I can edit videos standing up. And when your body starts to feel it, you know it's time to take a break. And that's the thing with gaming is you sit there just playing, sitting awkwardly, and the result is you wind up with occupational overuse syndrome. I had it previously. I had tennis elbow years ago, and that was related to gaming and editing videos as well. And also, I was a graphic designer at the time, so it was just a terrible mix. My day job was graphic design. Come home and play whatever it was. I'd edit. I was prolific with the video editing for my channel. Oh no, I vlogged. This was before the gaming channel. I was a vlogger, daily vlogger. And after I'd done my daily video, I'd reward myself by playing some games. Like, Dark Row. So, no breaks in between. That's what you get, kids. Old man joints. It should be standing like this, actually. Get him. Vertilhal. So cool. Do you have Vertilhal Emulf? The vampire? Number 2 here. Fire vampire. Because he's a fusion unit as well. I'd say So versatile. Leadership skill as well for increasing the attack speed. Game gives you the fairy. Roex easy enough. Cowgirl, I got scrolls and stuff, and then I think in the end someone from the guild posted it in the clan channel. And I got the secret dungeon that way, pretty sure. And then later on I got it from using one of the general channels. Someone posted it and I've actually got I think someone who I don't need to because she's already fully schooled up. Durian, I'm lucky not having 9 to 5. I got a 5 to 1, so I still have enough time to do. Yeah, that is true, Durian. It's good to be a few blessings. You downloaded this a while ago. Ah. But you obviously don't still play it. Well, it's 10 years old. How long ago? Yeah, that would be my recommendation. I don't know. I mean, Streaks can chime in here, but I could say he's not. Okay, so the focus is giants. So look at that team. That's actually your priority. So you can look towards what I've got, and you can probably replicate that, or you can look at the common usage and just play around. Getting 100% win rate in Giants Abyss should be your focus, because then you can just start to get better runes. And I'm at the point now, again through Streaks' advice, I'm only focused on certain types of runes of a certain level, and it's got certain attributes. I sell everything else, and so that's a way I get my mana up. And I'll build a basement team, Giants Basement 10, which will be a different team, and that'll be just purely 100% farming. I'll sell everything pretty much I get there. But beyond that, Verdal Hard, you'll see him in a lot of places. I mean, versatility is probably up there with Fran, or Shannon, the pixie that stuns in Giants. Veramos, probably my most common used top level fusion. I think he managed to pull her after Streaks tried so many times to do so. Are you enjoying your work, Durian? I know it's for your parents and stuff, but but one, you are helping the family out, right? And presumably they're actually paying you for it, you know, because you're a grown man now, right? Is it tolerable? Okay, what I'm asking is, do you hate it? But I'm actually trying to be more positive about it. That's the answer we'll be telling. I mean, if you get along with your folks and you can work, like if you can work with your parents, not just because you have to, but it's a good thing. Same with your partner. If you've got a partner that you can work with, that's a big tell. Some people can't. Okay, it's coming out 40, stage 40. Is my mic audio? I should have asked this at the start because I didn't actually check on a second device, but because I'm standing up, because I've had audio issues, I can't risk knocking my Blue Yeti cable. So I've just got it. I changed the positioning of it to help. But I could actually sit down at this point if I wanted to. But just because it's a little, just slightly further away, I'm not sure. The audio is slightly different. All right. Follow-up question, Durian, have you changed your bloody bed sheets yet? Mike is good. Excellent, excellent. Well, speaking of, process and improvement, well, that didn't work. My gaming studio is as well. I'm doing a lot of little things. Obviously, I've still got some work to do on the green screen. Might have to iron it, etc. Okay, here we go. That was a 40th floor. Okay, for TOA hard, you will need to use dots. Okay, or else you'll be sitting there for 2 hours. Okay. I'd like to think that I can do the hard before the next stream. I haven't even done the the event yet. I haven't done the Witcher event yet. Okay, so now we see I have to do this manually. I've hit the first time doing this. Oh, it's auto playing. What? Oh, it's not batching the 10. Okay, so it does auto play. Still, okay, that's fine. It is a good test of the AI. Because if you've got a monster that is a bit stupid with the AI, then you're probably not going to use them. By stupid, like they might use a skill, an area effect skill, when there's only one person left, and that one person could have just been killed with their first skill. That's maybe not a good example, but... I'll just say hello to my wife. First time I saw her, ooh, the nerve to ask her, plan to do her any wrong. Alrighty. Okay, this is acceptable. Professional streamer right here. She's over tonight, so maybe tomorrow. Oh god, I heard Durian. 5 minutes of nothing. Was it 5 minutes of nothing? Wow. Better say hi to my wife and I made a coffee. Put some vanilla to it. Drinking it in, this was one of my grandmother's fancy teacups. When I first moved to Auckland, I was living with her and she sadly got unwell and died. Inherited this teacup and somehow I still haven't broken it. Oh. These monsters are doing good. What's the dot team I'm looking at? Where's my phone gone? Right on the current phone. 5 minutes of nothing. Oh wait, there was more chat to read. Because I got my sis now, my dad stays home with my mum, and I go to work. I'm basically a manager here, lol. Yeah, it's easy work. Sometimes my 8 hours are done without me knowing. Nice. So you're the boss man. Your mum and dad both work stay-at-home parents. Damn. You're the provider now, Durian. So they own the business, right? you're in there because they don't trust the other workers, right? You're there to keep an eye on the till. Is that what it is? The other workers aren't family. It looked like you had a few people there. It doesn't sound like you're unhappy, let's just say. That said, what else would you want to do? You've got manager experience now. Durian. Yeah, Sunday's sheep washing day here. Durian, everyone gets there. Well, is everyone? I don't think we have enough line space for everyone's sheets. Woo, look at that dude. Who is he? Who's that boss? He's like, Thor's dad. Viking. Oh, he's dead. Shit up to Norway. How much energy have I got left? I got heaps of energy. This is sweet. Yeah, here's a cowgirl. She's a cowgirl. Is this your main game, Streaks, or do you play other things as well? You're still playing the Dying Light? Okay, we're gonna get to level 50 easy enough. Time. Get this. Streaks, what's your estimate? If I'm at stage 45, how much time at this speed do you think it's going to take to get to 100? I just need to know if it's realistic or whether I just call it and in a month's time. I mean, I'm still going to do this. I'll just do it off stream. Just would have been nice to realise the rewards and stuff, you know. It's so weird. I move around and the light issue disappears. Heat spots. I mean, they are budget LED lights. They're gaming on a budget. I think I'm doing alright though. I'm better with my prioritization. Thanks to Summoner's War. Kuro the boss just found Haku's secret dungeon. Oh look, Emof's out there grinding. He's got double beer means. It'll be him for the next 2 hours. Oh no, actually it only lasts 50 minutes. So. Yeah, this is the guild chat, so you can see this is, it announces your victories or your achievements. Speed says evening all. I don't know how long ago that was. Five minutes and nothing. Well, we're going to get to level 50 anyway, which is an achievement in the Summoner's War, whatever it's called, the book. Summoner's Way, that's what it's called. Lauren's doing okay. This team's doing good. It is only level 47. So. So Streaks' advice on the damage over time, you can make a fast team. So that's kind of it. Once you've got your Giants team at winning 100%. They're consistent. They're safe. Through the use of runes and artifacts, you try and just bring the runtime down. You're aiming for a minute. I'm getting some sub 2 minutes, and I think maybe up down to 1:30. It's a process, but that's just your game. Once you're down at around about a minute or sub, you're good to advance into other areas. Streaks. At what point do you do like Abyss? Hell, whatever it is, the extra hard one. Durian. I take over my dad's job. Fry kebabs and chips. Make a fat pot of steak and mince for the pies. Beat some dough. Fold some dough. Realised oh no, Durian, no. Anything else assigned to the employees? Okay. My friend used to be well, actually still isn't baking. He's older than me. I've known him a long time. I trained to be a chef and found that the pressure was a bit much for him. But he's type of manager now for it's like a baking factory. They do bagels. Anyway, the point was, I think when he was training to be a chef, he had a wedding ring, and he lost it in a pie. So someone got an extra special proposal surprise in their pie. He hasn't had a ring since. Yeah, I find Emuf, it's like having a focus. So I don't know whether you have I have a little notes thing, like I said, like it's a to-do. This is what I'm focused on for the next week. And it's quite, there's a lot of things going on. So it's like, this is my farming focus. This is what I'm looking for. This monster I'm looking to build up or fuse next, or if it's fusion, I have to gather sub monsters, often in 2 stages. I found I got onto that reasonably quickly. It really helped, because otherwise, yeah, like Streak said, after the first month, when I showed him the monsters I had, he said, this is a random mess. But I didn't know about this team stuff. I didn't know about all of that, that there's a meaning to it all, and it's realized slowly. And it's proven when you start winning. So, whoa, what happened there with Fury's voicing? What the hell? Yeah, so if you can run Giant's Basement, clear that and unlock Abyss, and then, maybe you don't win 100% to start with. 80% is okay, is acceptable. And then you're working on 100%. Then you can just farm that for a whole month if you want to. 30 times, pop. Streaks can give you, there was a video on what to look for with runes. You can do filtering as well, and exclusions. So part of the mess was I had so many runes, and the game kept telling me I couldn't fight because I didn't have any rune space. So I have to manually go and delete it and stuff. You can automate that as well, but I find now it's just better just to have some good rules. As I finish Giant's Abyss, I'm selling everything that isn't this, and I make some money out of it, but I also am left with maybe up to 5 runes that I'll keep. Maybe sometimes it's only 3, but then when I go to do a new monster or change things, I know that I've got the best options, and normally speed's a factor in that. Speed's the thing that we struggle with as new players. We're just too slow. It's not just an old man thing. And so just by knowing that the rewards, what makes it into the like attack inventory, is actually of use to you. Then you just have to sort of understand what the monster is. You look towards the skills to sort of see where its true power lies, and you try and emphasize it. It might be critical damage, for example, or with Verdal Heil, it needs 100% crit rate. What to focus on, but if you've got runes that have a speed built into as a part of it, then you'll get a faster monster, and it's the best we can do in this very early game. What the hell? The hands that come out must be this monster here. That's pretty cool. I gotta say, the development, they've had 10 years, okay, but I'm pretty impressed. Like the graphics and animations, and there's a lot of thinking gone into this game. I'm sure it's not perfect. I'm sure there's complaints, but they can't complain about the random number generator, because that is what it is. I can complain about not getting anything good for a little bit, with my summoning, but I had a good run at the start. Would have been better if I knew what I was doing. It is, they've obviously added her in for this special event, because that's one of the Witcher, it's Yennefer. Okay, that was level 50. So that is a significant milestone in the Summoner's Way. I could... Yeah, let's just break out of this just for now. Yep. And we can go to Summoner's Way. So, like I say, if you're a true new player, just follow Summoner's Way, Novice, and I'm now in the intermediate stage, which means that I've built up clearly some monsters that can at least get to level 50. Okay, I guess skill up. I can choose which monster to skill up. From default 4s. Streaks, are you there? I'm thinking, personally, the most useful monster I have in Rising is Malia, or whatever you say her name is. But I understand Abigail is, well, some of the older videos I've seen is of use. Here's the, I think you said the water blacksmith, so maybe not that one. You know, I've got some PvP monsters. I'm thinking that. I don't think Streaks is there anymore, so I'm gonna... Do I have to make this decision now? Okay, the other mentality is how easy are some of these to skill up? So this one here is reasonably easy if the game keeps giving you Witcher monsters for the event, but mine have sort of dried up lately. The rest are maybe this one I summon enough. The others are a bit harder to get, so yeah, they're all in the same boat. Like this one here I can fuse, but I don't know if I don't think I've got the energy to fuse 10 of her. Okay, not Malia, thank you. Pick and lobby. Oh, sorry, Mist sent me something too. Oh, do you mean the pic that you posted? Oh no, here it is. Looks pretty good, Durian. What's business like? Does it do good? I mean, the fact that your parents have got employees other than yourself and your sister in about 10 years, 15 years, but you've got employees. They've got employees. That's normally a good sign. It looked like you had a few people working there. This is my Discord hissing thoughts. Durian's just sharing some work pics. He works in a bakery. Cheese fusion. Yeah, this is. I actually need some help with this streaks, which This is the level 50 reward I just clicked out just to break up the run. Who should I choose here, or should I just close it? So the point to fusion is I can build more units of her to level up. I'm going to have 2 of her running for the dots team. That's my intention. I might not do that, but otherwise I can fuse more of her and feed her. So that's a good point. This guy, I think I've got a few. Is he barbarian? Oh Jesus, Durian! Of course, there's a classic Durian comment. Dodgy as shit. Abigail? See, these are the things where I would have just done her, because she's got me unlocked. Giant's Abyss was her, even though I couldn't use her in Abyss. She's been really useful, and I did feel bad when I had to fuse her to make was it Riley? And I've only just sort of worked on building a new one. Suki, Celine, or Abigail if you want to run Necro. Well, Necro does my head in, but there's some good rewards there. Suki is Fusion. Which one's Suki? Jun. Oh, Suki's this one. No, that's Usha. Are the devs from Japan, or they just take their influence? That's Abigail, pretty sure. Oh, doesn't actually tell me because she's not awakened. Oh, that is Wind. Not her. This one here, that's a Joker. I want another Joker, not that one. I haven't got them yet. Do Abigail? Cannon Girls are rare. Okay, thank you. That's okay. So, if you get your Trial of Ascension and you've got a mix like this, this is the advice we're getting. There's a consideration. I guess you could close at this point, go away, do some research, and then come back to it. You'd probably just click on the thing. Uni, there you go. Let's be honest, no one sits there and builds fusions. Paco, hey Paco, funny you should say. I do have my water. It's about 3/4 gone, and as I was drinking it, I said exclamation Paco. In fact, let's type that in now. Paco out there doing the good work. Got you reset your account recently. Fusion is way too time consuming. Hello, Bew. Bo or Bew? Bew. Bo. Bo. Okay, we're doing Cannon Girl. It's done. I had a friend back in school named Paku. Paku means penguin, right? He was short like one. What's a gacha system? Okay. Cool. Alright, and then the next one for this is reach rank D and world boss, which I have done already, but I have to play it again, I think, to unlock it. I think this has to be done in order, right? Kind of sucks. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be hitting 100 on the stream. I'm going to run out of time. I did spend a lot of time talking at the start, but like I say, those sorts of pieces I can edit down for content. So it's easier for me to deal with it in the stream. Then my challenge becomes finding time later to edit. I haven't cleared any Summoner's War edited content yet, but I do intend to do it, but I can't. This is largely a COD mobile and channel, so I need to make sure what I put out is of value. Yeah, let's go. For things that can be fused, I get that thinking, Uni. In the past, they used to say, don't awaken Abigail because she had dumb AI. Now she's been revamped and doesn't use skill 3. Maybe you sent me the link. I was watching someone's video where they talked about that. It's probably Sean B or someone like that. So you can awaken them. It means a gacha game, you'll have collectible characters, cards, or other items. Yeah, I guess it kind of is. Gacha or gacha? Gacha. Japanese laws won't let games dev be unfair in their lucky draw. Ah. Are you in Japan, Paco? I thought you were in Philippines? I'm not sure now. Like China's got some legislation, compliance legislation coming in, which impacts the likes of Call of Duty Mobile with that as well. I don't think it's a bad thing. I've always had an issue with Activision's, Timmy's, Tencent's gambling mode on a game that is accessible to children. Actually, adults as well. I've spent way too much on it. It's different when you know that this thing costs this much, and I'm willing to pay that and get it, which is how the game used to be, versus now I need to gamble for it. And if you're Hissing Thoughts, you're just going to get a backpack. Summoner's War will be like, trade offer. You give me $1,000 and I'll think about giving you an LT5. Oh. Damn, Hissing, what's your codm sense? I want to try it. I have to see it because I don't remember, so I'll play. Yeah, okay, I can, when I'm in next, I'll screenshot it maybe, or whatever. Or maybe I'll do it tomorrow. You'll shift in 2026, or when you turn 26? I have never been to Japan. I do want to go. When I was younger, I was into martial arts. I was actually into samurai, ninja, shinobi. And I always thought Japan would be one of the places I'd get to first. I want to go to China as well. China. Going to Bali again. I haven't been to Bali for a long time, but going to Bali later this year for a holiday. My wife. My birthday. I will work as a game artist first and gain some experience, then shift. Damn! Look at Paco out here on his career path. That is a cool one. When I was a teenager, I wanted to be a comic book artist. I had some talent for writing and probably less for drawing, but I spent a lot of time inventing these characters and stuff, and I was interested in Dungeons and Dragons type stuff, so that was story development as well, and way too much time on it. But yeah, initially I wanted to be a comic book artist, and well, it was a lot harder back then. Technology and stuff that they have these days makes it more achievable, I guess. But good story writing is, and character development is still a key part of it. Like I noticed that just with some of the games I play, with those that I care about and invested in, or you have an emotional investment in a character versus just it's nothing. They could remove the story and it wouldn't change the thing, which is most games these days. A good example is Far Cry 3. Not perfect, but a good example. Modern Warfare 1 and 2. Which song, Paco? Is it Dead or When I'm Dead or When I'm Gone? Or I've set. I want to have. So this new album we've been working on since 2017, which is kind of unacceptable, but I want to do it within 2 months to have it to a point where I can sit down with my keyboard player and do the mixing and mastering. So we've got one more song called I'm Happy You're Dead, which needs 2 of the guys to record their instruments. Keyboard player to sing backing vocals, then I'll probably redo my vocals and so on. And then it's just, we've pretty much got, that's 8 songs I think. 10 songs is normally the minimum for an album. I want to put it on Spotify, but I don't actually know yet. I haven't done any further research as to what that involves. I know I can podcast to Spotify, easy enough. But whether they have standards. So yeah, I want to do it. One of our members has got Parkinson's disease, so it's getting harder and harder for him to record in time. And then after that, we're going to do a greatest hits album, which is so the new album's going to be new stuff. We get together once a week, every Wednesday night, and we're singing songs that some of them I wrote a long time ago. Some of them are pretty cool. I've recorded them previously, pretty rough, and they are out on the internet, but we know we can do them much better now. What a band that we've got, and the ability that we've got, recording ability. So we're quite excited to actually get this one out of the way and on to the next. So 8 songs that we can definitely say, and then maybe I'll see how things are going whether I write a couple, write a couple more. Oh yeah, when I'm dead or when I'm gone. Yep. Yeah, that's pretty much there. That maybe just needs just a mix and master. I'm pretty happy with it otherwise. Level 56. Okay. Summoners War put storytelling in their trailers and animations. You never watched? I did watch them. I just reviewed the wrong thing. I watched when you sent the first link, but sometimes I'm at work, so it's hard for me to focus when I'm at work. Sometimes just clearing messages. Then when I'm at home, I got to focus on doing stuff. I mean, the reality is Monday night's my editing night, and at the moment, the way that's going, I get one video done, that's not enough. Tuesday night's my song editing night. Well, like I said, I've got to put a 2-month pressure timeline on myself so it gets done. Wednesday night's band night. Thursday night's PC co-op stream. At the moment it's Forest with Durian. Friday night's the only COD mobile stream I do. And then the weekend's the weekend. So, as willing, I do the odd stream like this one once a month. I do the odd PUBG stream. I need to do an Arena Breakout stream with Pearson, who's our clan master for Arena Breakout. But those are just, that's probably a one-off thing. I've got Resident Evil on my phone, which I wanted to play. Yeah, but a lot of things I want to do, I don't have the time. And I have a job and family. That's the priority in real life first. The clan stuff. Okay, so I'm a clan master for SxC, Call of Duty. That doesn't take as much time as it used to, but it still takes more time than is helpful. Just playing bits here and there. Managerial stuff. Also, I need downtime where I just do nothing, just vegetate, watch some Love, Death and Robots on Netflix or whatever, Blue Eye Samurai or Yellowstone, whatever. Sometimes watching stuff with a wife, it's a way to hang out together, the dog for a walk, do stuff around the house, tidy my studio. Hot take, instead of developing Warzone Mobile, I should have rebuilt the whole codm BR like I did during 2nd anniversary. Yeah. I mean, mobile's had more success than any of the other stuff. I feel like they did. Microsoft is the owner now, right? It's not Activision. And they said their focus will be on getting Warzone deployed. And then the next thing will probably be redeveloped in Call of Duty Mobile without China, without Tencent involvement. Which obviously read between the lines there. Doesn't sound like the control is there for Activision, and which has been pretty telling in the development of the game. It's sort of been China focused. Now, whether that means they'll do what they did with, they'll develop it under the Warzone platform, because I mean, if they're going to have multiplayer aspects, if they put Search and Destroy into the Warzone mobile app, because I'm not sure that I'm even interested in playing Battle Royale anymore. When it releases in a few days, sure, I'll play it. I'll see how it goes. That's how COD Mobile started for me. I wasn't committed to it to start with. Friends, dragged me across there and I played it. And then over time, I wound up with 2 games that I was playing and content, and then over time, COD Mobile is the lion's share of it, and I barely play PUBG, and I'm terrible at it. I go there to hang out with Puff and Chick, or my Norwegian friend, or Swedish friend sometimes. Will that be with Warzone? I don't think so, but I don't know. I'm committed to SxC clan on COD Mobile. It would take, I mean, as far as I'm concerned, I could be there until the game is phased out in a few years' time. But I don't know the future. So there's my interest, then there's your interest. If there was a super interest in Summoners Warfare, I'd definitely be doing a little bit more on that. That's a thing that might take time, if it takes off at all. And the game has time, because it's 10 years old, so it'll go for another 10 years, easy. Well, it has the potential to. COD Mobile's probably at its halfway point, just knowing what the intention of the new owners are. Community is divided on Warzone Mobile on Twitter. What is the division? I know the Indian players were skeptical because of device limitations, which is a big deal when you think about it. If they're designing a game to be played optimally on a device, then you lose a bit of your player base. I don't have a VPN on my mobile, on my tablet, so I have not been able to check out Warzone in advance, but look, it's only a few days away from being released, so. And presumably if they're going to finally do that, then it's in a place that it's stable enough. iOS versus Android. Right, gotcha. Yeah. There's always debates going on regardless. Tablet versus phone, iOS versus Android, Arena versus East versus whatever. I think we all, as part of our tribalist nature, we're looking for something to attach to and be against. Geez, just modern day politics where people align themselves with this party or that, left or right. It's like, how does your family operate, you know, versus how you vote? I find you're more socialist than you think. Oh, this is getting a little bit harder. What are we at? Stage 60. Hair treatment shampoo. What the hell? No one's going to play Warzone Mobile. They killed the hype by taking too long. Yeah, too long, and people already invested tens of thousands into COD. Yeah, I think there's some truth there. Otherwise, Samurai gives me vibes like some American series developed by DreamWorks. What did Dusk started watching it last night, and he did compare it to something which I agreed with, but I can't remember what he compared it to. It's got vibes, you know. This is the thing. Most things that come out these days are inspired by the things, or they homage, they you know, or interpolate. Microsoft might play dirty by phasing up plugin. Yeah, they might do. It sounds like I've done a bit of research. I used to be a journalist, but it's very hard to see exactly what's going on behind the scenes. But because Microsoft had to spend a lot of time in court, they accidentally some documents they tabled that weren't meant to be made public were made public. So we got a little bit of an insight where you can read between the lines, which indicates that the power is in Timmy's hands there, that they may actually own the game. Because you have a developer and a publisher. Well, you know, you would have thought Activision owned it. They probably own rights to characters and stuff, but it's China. I think the game will continue in China for sure. Maybe we'll be using VPNs to play Chinese codm. But we're talking about not an immediate thing. A phasing out is not a shutdown. It is something stops getting supported, and then over time the player base winds out, and it's just this hardcore unit hanging in there. The development will continue in China by the sounds of things, but nothing lasts forever, except for Summoners War. Yeah, Durian. Dui. Oh shit. Jongoren. Nina? I heard Timmy Studios working on Delta Force, and they're building some mechanics inspired for the plugin. Well, look, I would like to see a lot more development in the mobile space, but I mean, to me, Tencent is the biggest gaming company in the world. They're one of the biggest companies in the world when you actually look at what they own. They have a significant... Very good video about it. When the compliance rules were announced in China, I did a little bit of a video. Sort of encouraging people not to spend money on COD Mobile. And I got friends that have spent lots of money. You say 10,000, you can keep going way up on that. Way up. Now, some of my friends, they make good money. They've got to spend it on something, and you know, if it's something that they get some enjoyment out of, it's cool. And they know in time, like if they stop playing it, then it's not an investment, but you know, it's their money to spend. People waste their money on all sorts of things, short-term endeavors. But they will admit that they don't like the gambling aspect to it. Customer service kind of sucks a little bit. If you have issues and you're a whale. A whale is the term. You're a whale. They are the ones that are pay to play, and they are keeping the game afloat. Like a whale coming up for you. 600 yourself. 600? I could probably run some figures, but I also have like super chat. Sometimes people will donate, so then I have to I put up half of that to buy something. I'm not opposed to buying something if it has like a HissingThoughts content value to it, and I'm making a judgment based on that I can get some return out of it. But that's hard when my channel's not that big. But I have fun with Hades. I was using for a good couple of seasons. The QXR is about to get a buff, so that's going to come back into my loadout for sure. That's been a struggle otherwise. The Holger, not as good as it used to be, still pretty cool. The Templar skin that I have is freaking awesome for S&D. Because when you first load into a game and you can see what people have got in their hands, oh, it's a team of 5 snipers, that's intel that you're getting. I used to try and have a fake loadout to freak people out like an NA-45. Still got energy. How long's this going? Oh, damn. Okay. What level are we? 63. Yeah, we're not going to hit it, unfortunately. Your AK skin was worth it though. Yeah, it is nice, Durian. Emof. That's an investment, my friend. That's not wasted money. It's pain if someone super chat using iOS device. They take their own cut. Yeah, like well, YouTube takes its cut as well. I mean, the best thing is if I can use super chat and stuff for whatever I need to. So I have a spreadsheet. I know my assets and my expenses and all of that. I know where things are at, and it's still very much in the hobby side of things. But it means if it means like I can upgrade a device each year, that's really helpful. And so that's it. Like super chat, YouTube takes their cut, but I still get something and put it towards something. The LED lights, the green screen, all these little things, these little expenses. Mean that I can improve the quality. Now, while the green screen isn't working 100%, it's still, I'm kind of digging it. But if someone is super chatting to say, please buy that, then that's, I'm committed to doing that thing. But if it's something I actually really want, then that's helpful. Yeah, Templar was, I had to have that. The Holger, I had to have that. And they did nerf the Holger, but it's still good. But it has less usage for me because of the strafe sleeve buff I move. The animation, the kill effect, all that stuff looks sweet. Don't know what's happening with iOS now. COD prices are higher on my Apple iPad than Android. Ooh. See, that's interesting. Maybe there is something going on with iOS. There was... I didn't really follow up with this, but COD Mobile does have this. You can buy credit via their website. Now, what concerned me when I heard... I think it was Johnny from JHC Gaming that told me about it first. And I just said, oh, shivers, that's what Fortnite did before they got kicked off the App Store. So, interesting. But it looked like, yeah, you could get better deals by buying it through my Activision codm, whatever it was. You do that? How big a discount is it, Parker? I mean, obviously, if you're doing it, it's worth it. The convenience is buying it straight through your phone, but, I mean, if you're on a PC, like I've got... I do have a My Activision account. That's how I saw it last time I logged in there. To claim a skin that Fox got me. Through his... Amazon? Prime. Yeah, Prime. That robot, that noisy robot, I pissed people off using an S&D the other day for Clan Wars. And that was like after complaining... Previous stream, someone else was using that skin or somewhere else, and it really annoyed me. Just try and play S&D, and you've got this running next to you. Yeah, I need to use sound. That's why having those technical issues on Friday night, it's quite hard. 64. Yeah, we're not going to get to 100 on the stream. Like I said, I thought I was starting from 50. I didn't realize this resets every, whatever it is, 5 weeks. Starting from 40, I maybe could have got it 100. I think I'm at 65 now. I'm going to let this go for another 15 minutes. And that's going to put us over 3 hours. Easy. That you smell? There you go. Oh, see that hurt my shoulder. Hurt my arm. I got these stupid little exercises to do. But yeah, guys, if I can just say, if you are sitting there with bad posture, editing videos or playing games or whatever, just you've got to get up and take your breaks. This shit is not worth it. It's just micro movements that I do sometimes, and it's quite painful. It's not regular day to day. That's why I let it go for so long. But I wish I'd gone to the work physio. You know, it's free. Part of it's peace of mind, because I thought maybe I'd dislocated something and it hadn't healed from a bike crash I had at work in the underground car park on a rainy day. Work's fault. But no, it's related to this. Summoner's Warfare killed my arm. Summoner's War and Call of Duty Mobile. Anyway, we're working on that now. And in time, perhaps a bit of posture. Good for me. Durian sus. Spent 1.5 hours making a tutorial video, that's why. Yeah, you're right, Streaks. You are right. You are right. If I hadn't have accidentally killed that stream, I just would have let it stand, and I would have directed people to it, because I'm sure the likes of Emuf would have found value just going back and watching the first and second stream, because it was you verbally guiding me through. And like I say, yes, you've told me things that I've forgotten. There's value in me going back and watching that, because now 2 months in, it makes a lot more sense. But it captures that raw early state of confusion, of noobness. Okay, this team's doing pretty good. I mean, I have confidence they could go all the way to... They could do it without a loss. There is other game, Fate Go, which is more gacha. Anime vibe. Fate Go. Are you wearing anything below the waist? Am I wearing anything under my kilt? Animation, storyline, and gameplay is good. Yeah, see, that right there is I think it's not quite unique. You almost lost like 5 times while you're babbling. Okay. Yeah, there's no record thing to see how things went. You're right, I'm not paying attention. You got so lucky the enemies used the wrong skills and derped. Okay. Right. So what you're saying is I spoke too soon. We might get to stage 70 and then... what, you reckon I work on a dots team? Hissing, I'll send you some videos that help me with what you're talking about. Ah, excellent. Thank you, sir. Yeah, I think I've got another check-in. I think it's only a week. I only went to the physio this week. Seems like longer. And I got a check-in at the 2-week mark. He said there won't really. I'm not expecting an improvement. But I said, well, I guess you'll be able to tell whether I'm doing the exercises you sent me. That's the thing. It's my own dumb fault. So not the first time I've had issues. I learned my lesson last time. Maybe this time. Okay, always telling you to drink. Real-time strategy is meta. Ooh. Yeah, your timing is often pretty amazing, Paco. Warhammer 40k. Yeah, you got me to download the one, then you said don't bother playing it. It was crap. I think we had that discussion around when I was a kid. There was a game I played that I think became Warhammer. I just can't. Maybe it was Warhammer. It's really old. Your level matches your age. next level, buddy. Next level. Okay. Where's Bailey? Yeah, she's out of the room. It's annoying sometimes. Thank you, Streaks. Oh, nice. Alright. Is it going to give me that 6-pack? Streaks is just sharing some videos. Alright, level 69? Okay, what's the time? Yeah, okay. We're going to start wrapping this up soon. Okay, that was a bit ambitious. But like I say, I needed to do some talky stuff so that I can potentially do some content. Got some good tips and stuff. Thank you for those that have shared. Interesting. 69. I used to love doing Pilates and then forms of yoga. They used to have some people come in at work. I stopped it, but I loved that. Just lunch break. Just a good way to, one, stretch your body. I couldn't do any of the fancy poses and stuff. But you know, just I used to be flexible back when I did martial arts, so that was a long time ago. If Summoner's War was real-time strategy, they do have PvP. Obliterate those middle-aged women that come home from work. Sounds like Candy Crush. Okay, over 100. Okay. So yeah, you're saying Dot's team absolutely. There's Bailey Durian. She's chasing something. Okay, well, we'll get to 70 and I think we'll wrap it up there. It sure does sound like Candy Crush. Thank you all for hanging in here. This trial of Ascension is something that, you know, if you're doing it as a new player, and just obviously the game itself, when you look at the Summoner's Way, it said get to 50. Now go off and do this thing here and this thing here, then come back. So it doesn't intend for you to necessarily sit down and just grind it like this. And the best way to learn your monsters is to do manual. So there is the arena side of things for that, but the AO is a little bit more clunky. Hey, it's Gerald's. Gerald. The giant. Ooh, yeah. Oh, damn. Goodbye to my doggy. Deal. Stick the grenades on my dog. Hey, we did it. Okay. We're going to wind it up here. It's a good place to leave it. And hey, we got a Devilmon. Nice. Still use that on Sigmaru. Yeah? I think you said do Sigmaru after. Okay, yeah, Summoner's Way, yeah, nothing else. Even though I've cleared Trial of Ascension 70, I need to go away and do this. But rank D, these days I can get A plus, A minus, and I don't even have really the right. Oh wait, that's World Boss? Might be different. Presumably I can. But yeah, there's some good rewards here. I get to summon another Ifrit. And then some stuff here. Okay, as we wrap it up, is there anything else that is unresolved? That's the easiest plus. All you do look at Bruce scrolls. Engrave summoning. Yep. $82 of 300. I see. Oh no, that's not that one. It's this one here. 91 of 50. So I can do one of these. Should I do it now? Is this a good available monsters? Now I'm going to get another Kung Fu Kid. Or should I wait? Summoner's War is currently doing collab with Witcher. Yes, it is. And as I understand, it's been the collabs, like it's part whatever it is. You can go to event here, and there'll be something claimable. We've got two options. This will be mana or energy, which are good. You get Witcher tokens. There's a bunch of crossover. There's a bunch of events. Wait, what's this? Oh, because I'm actually doing Trial of Ascension now. Okay. Right, so these things are unlocking for me. I haven't been doing it, so they haven't been unlocking. Sweet. All right. Cool. You got sponsored by them? Who's that Emoof guy? This here for more fodder scrolls, magic scrolls. Yeah, I don't like the scrolling. Yep, so we come here and we just select it to the max. Oh. What? I must have been getting Witcher tokens, that's why. Right, you did say do Sigmaru for the oops, not power. Second, I do believe. So, oh wait, I don't have a. Oh, I got to collect it from the inbox. Wait, what's this? Oh, now this stuff's unlocked. What? Okay. I don't know what happened there. Cool, so I don't have to go away and do that. Sweet. Look at all these scrolls. Nice. Immuff is just a grumpy old man that still likes kids' games. It's the tombstone right there. Paco's a 9-year-old. I have made a note of fate go, Paco. The mission was clicking it. Ah, gotcha. Gotcha. Yeah, should I skill up the Sigmaru? That's what you said? I'll do that later. Mana. Okay. And again, here's my main monsters. This guy and this guy are newly fused. This guy is newly second evolved. This guy is one skill away from being really good. This one I haven't really had success with yet because the dungeon I'm going in, suck it. Everything else here is fine. This one is second awakened. That was the last one I second awakened, but he's sitting here because no, I haven't. So I have all the ones that I've done everything to within reason. I move them into that second this area, storage area, and these ones all need some sort of work. So she needs XP maxing up. She needs awakening. Oh no, she just needs max XP. This one will be second awakened after. Wait, no, that's what I'm working on right now. No, it's not. Oh, it's because we lost. That's right. She is next. We've got this guy. Max XPing them. This one needs second awakening as well, as does potentially this one. I have been using them here and there. Some of the things that battles you go into need more monsters or need certain attributes, so that's why they're still there. Ikaru needs second awakening at some point. This guy just needs maxing up, etc. So that's what it is. There's some level of incompletion. I'm going to get a second one of her. Oh, there's the Devilmon. Okay. And then as things complete, I go back into my storage, either into normal or summoned. And normally I go to normal and just see who else I want to drag across. So sometimes streaks will mention someone, and I go check out whether I've got them, and then I'll drag them across for development, or if they're a fusion material. These are here because at some point I've dragged them across and did something with them. So even if they've only got like 2 XP, they can't go back into summoned storage. Sometimes it's the attributes. And so it just means if they're in here, I don't accidentally eat them. I don't consume them. And then my summoned area is, if I show you the highest grade, so there are some higher grade monsters, obviously this one, but again, here's a fire version of Cat and Girl. Ideally, I think there's only one of them. I'd rather have her for development than feed her to the other one, but that's if she's crap, then again, this is discussions I have with streaks at that point. And yeah, some of these 2 stars are actually quite usable, quite important to the game, so you can't just eat them all. Okay. Hissing is the danger. Stumble Guys, I think my son has played. I think I've watched it. He was watching the start of it? Damn. Stream delayed 2 hours? What? So you're typing things and you're wondering why I'm ignoring you. Damn. Okay, this has turned into quite a long stream. Okay, guys, I'm Paco. I'm going to hit the music so you can rock out to it. Thank you all for hanging in there. I'm enjoying doing these monthly updates, and I'm also learning stuff as I go out of it too, which is really good. Shout out to Streaks for his support. Most new players don't have that level of support. And that's my advantage, but like I say, if I can, the stream's helpful to others, sharing that knowledge as I understand it, and Streaks is there to correct it, and hopefully we'll get some sort of content in time out of it. It's yeah, it's a game that's been around a while, and there'll always be new players asking dumb questions. Hissing friendly battle me for 2 minutes before we leave. Okay. How do I do that? Well, I kind of got to leave though. Can we do that next time maybe? Can we do that next time? Truly motivating. Email if this helped a lot. Excellent, that's what we like to hear. Sometimes it pays just to ignore Durian's comments. I've replied to some of your messages, but some of them don't warrant a reply. Okay, how do I do that? Which one? Block. You stopped reading Julia's chat? Read chat. And summon us war. Okay, hang on. I'm exiting out of this. What should I pick? What do you want me to, like something? I've got exclamation marks on them. Okay, so if I throw in anything, okay, here we go. What? I didn't pick them. What the hell? Oh, did I time out? Is that what it was? There's a timer. Wait, it's okay. Yeah, the dragon is into the chat. I'll just pick it from here. Do you get XP for doing this? Wow, there is a timer. Let's go Riley. Interesting though, the game chooses. Alright, so I'm presuming this is a watch shot. Ban the opponent's monster, okay. Oh, it's not letting me ban the opponent's monster. What's going on? Did the game just freeze? What's going on? Yeah, I'm clicking OK, but it won't let me do anything. Am I missing something here? Is there a connection issue? Okay, here we go. What's that symbol up on the left-hand side? Is that a connection issue? Am I meant to be doing something? Was that a stun thing? It's pretty cool, eh? Sheer fusion unit? I guess she's a summoned unit. $51k damage. It was fast. I was too slow to move. Oh, you mean I was meant to move? It just took too long. Yeah, I think that's the first time I've done that real arena thing. That's Durian. That's an example of you can do stuff like that, like just like Pokemon. Alrighty, yeah, I'm ending it, Durian. Okay, thank you all. Thank you all. Here's the music. GG's. Enjoy your week. Back to work tomorrow. Thank you.
When I'm dead or when I'm gone, gonna make sure my nails are long. If the worms don't get me, then I'm yours. There'll be grits beneath these broken claws. Or if I'm ash, I'll find the wind, find some way to return to the side where I belong. Said I might be dead, but I'm not gone. Said I might be dead, but I'm not gone. Said I might be dead, but I'm not gone. Carry on. No more waking without sheets. No more stupid arguments. But if I'm here, I'll find the wind, find some way to return to the side where I belong. Said I might be dead, but I'm not gone. Said I might be dead, but I'm not gone. Said I may be dead, but I'm not gone.